Eh? Hello? It's been a really long time since I've been on this screen. Hi. Hi guys. Wow. Hello. I'm making my entrance. Hi everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hi, I'm Mintmai. Hi. Thanks for waiting for me. Today is our first ever Q&A. So I'm a little bit nervous, but it's okay. I wonder what kind of things you guys have already started asking me. But we'll see. Hopefully BGM is okay. I think I checked that earlier. But yeah, let me also let me link my Marshmallow in the pinned. If you don't know what Marshmallow is, Marshmallow, it's a place where you can choose to like anonymously send me messages or questions. But it's nice because then Marshmallow filters out any spam and whatnot from any non-flower friends. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me just get that pin though. We already have a lot of things to look at, so I'm pretty excited. Let me get this up. We get to eat marshmallows. Yeah, you get to have marshmallows. I get to get marshmallows. Pretty cool, eh? Alrighty. Let's see. Congrats on my first Q&A. Thank you. Thank you. I figured that I hadn't done a Q&A in forever, and this is technically the first, I think, official one. It's the first one that feels, I guess, more formal, and it's definitely my first Marshmallow reading because I just got my Marshmallow. I just made the account. Wait, I realized for some reason it doesn't link over on YouTube. I gotta do a little workaround. It's okay. I got it. Dun, dun, dun. How's everyone doing though? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Dun, I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, do. Hi, Miss Maiden. Hi, thank you for lurking. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Maza. Hi, G. Wait, before I forget, I saw you pop in earlier and I got excited before I fully came onto screen. But it's your birthday tomorrow. Yeah, it's Chi's birthday tomorrow, guys. It's Chi's. Are you doing anything? Are you doing anything for your birthday? Are you doing anything fun? I hope so. Hi, Pigeon. Hi. What's my type? Whoa. Jump into the real important questions, eh? Ask through Marshmallow. Feel free to ask through Marshmallow, because that way it won't get lost in chat. Hello. But yeah, if you want to ask me questions like what is your type in my put it in the Marshmallow Q&A link. Hi. Woo. I had a good day yesterday. I think I'm really tired because I did a lot of cleaning yesterday as well. A lot of things have just been very work clean, but it's good. I can't wait to have like a fully cleaned up space. Because I've let things become very dire. I've allowed things to become a bit girl rot looking. Especially over at my desk. But I think it's drastically improved, so you know that counts for something. Also, let me change up the BGM. I'm feeling a different song today. Maybe this one? or this one? Oh, BGM selection. I'm choosing. I think this is nice and chill for a Q&A. But yeah, welcome in everyone! Da, 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 da. Hi! Hi Winborn! Hi Modrocker! Hi Alistor! Welcome in for the first time! Hi Alex! Hi Jezdo! Hi Mint Homie! Hi Nayuza! Hi! Wow, why am I so nervous? It's not like a Q&A is anything too different. Also, I'm glad you guys have been liking, you know, 3D me. But tomorrow's stream, I think I might do art stream tomorrow, but tomorrow I want to stream with my life 2D model again. We gotta start bringing him back and just mixing it in. But yeah, 3D, special occasion. But this is the last one for now. Oh. I'm gonna miss being able to make a really small mouth. I said, are you ready? I'm ready. Freddy? Freddy's my favorite Nikkei character. Am I ready? I love seeing everything you're doing though. Ow, thank you. I mean, 3D will still be around, you know? I obviously... It's hard to say what I prefer, actually. It's really hard to say which medium I prefer. I think I can't really choose. There's like positives, pros and cons for using both, right? I miss her. Have both up at the same time. My PC will explode. PC-kun is gonna explode. Hi. I'm gonna miss waving at you guys like that. But again, I say that it's the last 3D stream for now, but there's probably, realistically, there'll be a 3D stream like once a week or something at this rate. It depends on the activity we're doing though, you know? It really depends. Depends on what fits. But yeah, I think... Dude, for lunch, I had so many leftovers. For lunch, I basically had like a feast. I ate an early lunch because I got quite hungry at like 11:30. But I had this leftover okonomiyaki from the weekend, and I had leftover tonkatsu that I had fried the other day, and then I also had leftover soup and breadsticks. Because on a whim, I decided with some friends that it would be fun to go to Olive Garden for like no particular reason. We were kind of just like, okay, what if we met up and caught up at the local Olive Garden? What if we just meet in the middle at Olive Garden? And I was like, I haven't had Olive Garden in like years. I had a super enthusiastic waiter though. It was kind of fun. A piece as big as the one No Face ate. Okay, maybe not as big as that one, but it felt like that. It felt like that to me. But at Olive Garden, we had like a very enthusiastic waiter. I don't know how else to explain it. He was just kind of like super excited about everything on the menu. And it was honestly really charming. But also me being introverted, like I didn't really know how to respond to it. I didn't know how to respond to him. He was like, is there anything that you would like to drink? I see that you're eyeing the drink menu. And I just like had the menu in front of me. I was like, I don't know if I'm eyeing anything in particular. I was like, just water. And he was like, are you sure? I can see that you're looking at margaritas. And I'm like, I'm not. I don't think I'm in the market for a margarita right now, but thanks. I'll have my ice water. Thank you very much. So I did have that. Raspberry lemonade all the way. Ooh, that sounds so good. They did have those flavored lemonades. Sometimes I spoil myself and I treat myself to one, but yesterday I was ordering so much, like, you know, I had soup and pasta and stuff. So I don't think I would have the stomach space for any extra drink. Man, I kind of miss buffets. I haven't been to a buffet in forever, but I don't think it's really worth it for me to go to buffets. Because I like to think that my appetite's really big, but honestly, I can't actually eat that much. Like I have a... There's a cap before I start feeling like really bad. And my stomach is like, stop. It starts feeling like, you know, when you overpack for vacation or something, and then you have to, or you go somewhere and you buy too much stuff. That was me in Japan. And you have to like sit on your suitcase. It starts feeling like that, but with food. The overindulgence. I'll be downing 3 glasses of lemonade before I get to see my food. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's kind of me with like ginger ale. Ginger ale goes down really easily for me. Lemonade for whatever reason, and like other drinks not so much. But if it's like ginger ale or like a lemony soda, something about the carbonation, I just like I love it. I love it as like a little treat, making me hungry. I have so many food-filled thoughts. I love food. You came to the baker's stream, you can't not be hungry. Buffets aren't worth it for me. Yeah, it really depends. Especially because some buffets, they get expensive. Some buffets, it'll be like, depending on where it is, like K barbecue. I love K barbecue, but I never... I almost never get to feel like it's like worth how much I pay to eat Korean barbecue. Because one, I always have to go with like a group of people, or else it's not worth like... It's not as worth it because then you don't get to try as many types of meat. But then even if I do go with a lot of people, like I'm also eating the least meat out of everyone. Because when I go to Korean barbecue, I like eating everything else. I like all of the free little like side dishes, or like the side soup or the kimchi, and I just keep eating a lot of that with a bit of meat. But then it doesn't feel like as worth it. And at a lot of KBBQ places, they let you order, yeah, they let you like order these like side things. So I get like the steamed egg, the cheesy corn. So I get those instead of the meat, and then I'm like, I'm paying so much though. Cause it's very normal for K-barbecue to be like high $20, like $28 to like $40 a person. And I'm like, I'm not eating nearly enough meat for this. I limit myself to 2 bowls of rice. Oh yeah, you have to like balance the rice. No rice at KBBQ. Becoming older, I just eat buffets to sample different things rather than eating the money's worth now. See, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do as well. I feel like I haven't reached a point where I can enjoy a buffet without worrying about how worth it is still. And it's the part of me that is a bit frugal when it comes to like food, I guess. Like I love snacks and I love spoiling myself with snacks, but when it's like at a buffet and you know you're sitting there for an hour and a half for like one meal, sometimes it's hard to feel like I'm eating what's worth it, I guess. But it is enjoyable still, so once in a while is okay. just a little bit. Especially with friends or like special occasions. The best kind of all you can eat though is all you can eat like hot pot or shabu shabu. That I always eat my money's worth. Because for some reason when the meat is like thin and you put it in the hot pot soup and everything and you have all these like veggies and sides and stuff, I can eat so much. Like I become Doraemon. My stomach space is suddenly like it expands. Shabu shabu, but for some reason, all you can eat hot pot isn't it for me. I blame Haidilao. I like Haidilao, it's just too expensive. But I'll have it on occasion. The last time I had it was almost a year ago though. Haidilao is a very specific chain. And it's kind of like upscale hot pot. Oh, it's cheaper in Asia, really? It's cheaper in China? Well, I guess it is from there. But in the States, it's so expensive. It gets expensive with the add-ons, but it is tasty. But I've been to some all-you-can-eat hot pot places that aren't like a popular chain or anything. Sometimes they're just like single restaurants and they're really yummy. Oh my gosh, your $110 meal in Canadian dollars was like 30 to 40 in China. Oh my gosh, enviable. But I guess like the cost of living and everything is different there. We make a variation of hot pot at home called charanko. Oh, that sounds yummy. Any variation of hot pot is yummy. I love home hot pot. Man, but the last time I had Hai Di Lao was when Arisa was over. Since then, the only like shabu shabu hot pot I've had is like the at-home kind with my pot. Still worth it though, still worth it. It's really good. I could talk about hot pot for ages. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, guys. It's like the best. It's the best thing ever. Let's see. I do want to start. I do want to get started on our Maros while we're here. Maros or marshmallows is the similar thing. Wait, how do I look at them in order? I saved them in order, but it's okay. They might be out of order. It's all right. Let's see. Let's get started. Actually, for the actual Q&A portion, maybe I have to go on the other screen. Maybe it will fit better. Mintmai. No scuff. Just changing my mind about what fits the little Q&A boxes best. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Let's do this today. Thank you guys for waiting. All right, I'll see you guys over here on the other screen. Hi. Hi, guys. Okay, let me see. We have our first ever marshmallow here. Yippee! First ever marshmallow. Ah, oops. Where did it go? I lost it. There it is. I put it in a folder and I messed it up. But let's see. Alrighty. Where did it go? I dropped my marshmallow, guys. But our first question is, as an OG viewer, it's amazing to watch you grow every day. You really have come so far, and it's cool to see how much you have accomplished, from PNG tuber to a whole 3D model. Like, that is so cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. Your energy is so contagious and can really brighten my day with no effort. Truly, don't ever stop creating because you inspire so many people every day. Love you lots, man. Wait, what the heck? Our first Maro. It's not even it's not even a question, it's just someone being cute. Oh, what the heck? Thank you. Thank you, I suppose. So I thought it was supposed to be Q&A. It's a Q&A and a marshmallow reading. So you can leave like comments and messages too. Not limited to questions, I suppose. We're just chilling, just chatting. Oh, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for your really sweet words. I'm glad that you have enjoyed watching, I guess, the progress over the years, because I have too. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been a really special experience, I think, through and through. Being able to do this has been super cool. So thank you so much. Wow. Alrighty. Let's see. Dun dun dun. What's next? I feel like I should reorganize some of these. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Number 2. Boop. Hi, Mint. It's not Sanzai. Hi, not Sanzai. I'm Mint. Moving on. Why do they... We've only gotten very legitimate questions so far, huh? Why is it called oven? Why do they call it oven? When you oven the cold food and out the hot food. on. We have a soccer ball. Flower friends never change. And then I lost my damn ball again. I don't even play soccer. How does this keep happening? If you find it around here, can you let me know? Thanks, G. This is definitely for Guman. This is like, you knew it, right? I was not expecting this to see this in my marshmallows. But the bit has carried itself this far. Because Foro loves doing this. Foro loves dropping his balls everywhere. Can you just hold on to them? Can you just, you know, not have such butterfingers? Stop dropping them everywhere. Hey, yo, what? It's not my fault he's dropping them all over our Q&As. Okay. Thank you to whoever this is. This is our first question of the day. And it's the 6th slide. Does Mint have any tips for finding your own art style? Very good question. Very, very good question. 6 Maros in. We finally get something with a little bit extra substance that I can help with. But you know, today is also a day where you guys can feel free to ask me other kinds of questions. Regardless of, it could be advice, it could be VTubing. Maybe I'll have to do like an isolated VTubing advice stream. But this can also just be, you know, we're getting to know each other. For, you know, for anyone that's here for the first time or for the like 300th time. But about art style, I think, I think it's really imperative to not overthink it, right? That kind of sounds like a little bit of a, what would you call it? You might think that it sounds like not legit advice, I guess. But I think that it's very important to not overthink how your art looks when you're in the middle of drawing it. Because every time I do that, I wind up getting stuck on the same piece for a really long time, and making more pieces is what helps you find your art style, I think. Making more art is what will help you find your style. It kind of is it kind of really is like trust the process, but it's just the more you do it, the more you will slowly ease into what feels natural for you to draw, and also like what you like. Yeah, what Remy says here, the more you do art, the more you'll notice your own style. It's not immediate, but it's there. Plus a second pair of eyes help. It's true, it's true. Sorry, I had like a closed mouth burp. That was odd. But I mean, even if I show you my work, even if I show you some of my artwork, it's like, you can tell that it's all drawn by the same person. And people say that I have an art style, but even then, I oftentimes don't even really think that like I'm doing too much in terms of style. A lot of times I'm like not 100% sure that it, like, I'm not thinking about it very much. I definitely have that question in mind, but I put it aside. I think you really have an art style, you know? I think you really do, because sometimes it's something that you might not see very specifically, but trust me, other people do. Like, since I have this in a folder that's so easy to pull up, I can show you guys again I'm gonna crop it in. I can show you guys the happy art. So I made this for part of my recent merch launch, but if you look at my 3D model right now, this is my art style in one form. All of my VTuber models, they're my art style in one form. But when you look at my illustration, this is different. It's something else. It's a little bit, you know, the way I drew the eyes is a little bit different. The eye highlights, the hair highlights, like there's a lot of little parts about it that look different. But if I tell you that I drew both of these, you don't really question it at all, right? You don't question it because it still feels, it just feels like it came from me. And that's something that you're gonna have to sort of ease into yourself, where you don't have to think about it too much. If it comes from you, it is going to be your art style. Exactly. I feel like as you draw and develop, you kind of take pieces from art you like and apply it together to make your own art style. It happens slowly, but you sort of notice as you draw. Exactly, exactly. Dude, Lexus hit the nail on the head. Like for me, there's a bunch of artists I like, and it's not like I can draw exactly like them or anything, but there are parts of my art style that definitely have like small pieces and influences from them. Because the idea is not, you know, you're not replicating what someone else can do. You're trying to sort of cook up what your look is. And I think a lot of people, I see a lot of artists, especially new artists, can kind of overthink it again, in terms of like, I don't think it looks unique enough. I want to just take a moment and say there's like so many people in the world, right? And there are some art styles that look similar without being the same. You don't need to, I think you don't have to spend your time and energy thinking to yourself, am I unique? Instead, spend that time thinking, what do I want to draw? What is the next thing that I want to draw? Like maybe there's like an OC that you can be developing, right? Like take that time that you could spend, I guess, thinking about your art style to transform that energy into like, what do I actually want to make? As opposed to, you know, what does everything look like down to like how I draw my eyes? Yeah. Here's a little chibi too. Again, completely different style, but still coming from me, and that's what matters. Yeah, just have fun with it. I think if you have fun with art, it will also reflect in your style. And I know sometimes saying it comes naturally isn't the most helpful advice to everyone. So the other piece of advice I say is to look at a lot of art, and also this one's the no-brainer, but draw a lot. Draw a lot. And remember that sometimes if you feel, you know, if you feel like you're, you know, it's not a drawing day today, if you feel like, today's not an art day, that's okay. But turn it into like a, let's look at art day, you know? Let's just look at art. Me and my timeline just full of art. Me too. Yeah. Draw people that you like, your Oshi's fan art, stuff like that you can do just for yourself to have fun. But yeah. Let's see. Thank you so much for your question though. I think this question is one that comes up a lot for artists, but yeah, it's good to take a break for, you know, your wrists and your energy, but it doesn't mean that your brain has to stop being an artist. Like Remy's saying, you can take a break, but not necessarily mentally. You can study. Well, sometimes also remember, it is okay to take mental breaks from your art as well. Sometimes it's nice to like put it down and step away completely. Whatever you need to do to keep yourself satisfied as an artist, right? At the end of the day, I want you to feel like you're doing it for you and not anyone else. That's, you know, intrinsic motivation is really important when it comes to anything. As soon as your intrinsic motivation starts slipping, that's when you know it's time to like take a break from things, whether it's content or artwork or anything else. Because as soon as you start feeling like you're dragging your feet through the mud and you're like doing things for other people or for like out of sheer necessity only, sometimes that's like a sign that you just, even if it's a small break, that you need to take a little break. I have a Pinterest board with over 1,300 pins worth of drawings I collected over the years. That's amazing. I feel like my Twitter bookmarks are like all just like artwork. Actually, let me see. Mintmai, oh gosh. I feel like that's gonna have to be a separate stream. Look at Mintmai bookmarks. My bookmarks are just like all artwork. Artwork. Kogimyeon, a cute cosplay, fan art, your guys' screen caps, and videos from the concert. Bookmark. I have like really cute stuff bookmarked. Really super cute artwork, horse race tests, jovial merriment X yellow artwork. Anyways, yeah, no, fantastic. Stay inspired. Stay inspired and have fun with it. Next question. A good question. I get asked this a lot, actually. And I think it's because it's not a bad thing. You guys just want me to stream more, don't you? You guys just want me to stream more. Well... Will there be another Subathon / Donathon / marathon event? Like last year? I will say I would love to do one again someday. However, for me, it's a really big priority that most of the Donathon rewards from last Donathon are fulfilled. It's more important to me, I guess, that everything I've promised is done. Which actually, I literally have this as like bookmarked. my calendar of things to do and stream work to get done, essentially. Things that I do when I'm not streaming and I'm offline a lot of the time are these rewards. Subathon. I want to say at the very earliest, very earliest, maybe in summer. Maybe in like August. But even then, if I do another one, I think I've learned a lot. I would have to rearrange things. I would have to rearrange things. I would have to make sure that all of the rewards are like doable in a decent amount of time. But yeah, there's still a lot of things I need to do in terms of like artwork that I have to complete for you guys, which isn't bad. I was actually looking at retro arcade cabinets the other day because the craziest reward we hit was that I get to build a Mintmai themed retro arcade cabinet, and I really want to do that, but I think that might be one of the later ones we do. It's like a reward. I get to make a retro arcade cabinet. I want to make some really cool or like have some really cool artwork of me on the side. Some like, I don't know, some really sick art. But yeah, there's like a bunch of things. There's actually a bunch of things that I've done from the Donathon goals already. But there's enough here to keep me occupied for like a year or more. It's quite a big list. Bum 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 bum. But hey, we're just going. We're going slowly. Oh, and we did the Flower Friend room reviews. I can mark that one as done. I have so many fun things here. I think, you know, I'm gonna have to start putting them into streams as well, because I think that will help me. But we're probably gonna have an art stream coming up soon, which is me drawing the Mintmai and the cosplay that chat picked. So that one's coming up. Amongst other fun things, chat designing a future outfit, etc. But yeah, I'd like to have a talk. Oh, oh. Yes, I'm clingy. I don't know if you noticed that. I did notice that. What talk would you like to have with past Kyle? What conversation would you like to have with past Kyle? My. But yeah, it's important to me that I prioritize what I've already done. And I have been doing that, but on top of that, there's a lot of things to take care of, such as like my health and my life things outside of stream that are important for, you know, living a day-to-day life. So that's been that and Donathon, and obviously the big concert was like the main thing. Absolute cinema. But the concert was the main thing that was occupying like 90% of my life for a while. I would have also liked to talk to past Kazu. Should have pushed the wallet to the limit. No, stop. Stop. You could save it for the future. You can save it for the future if you really want. Scary. Flower friends are scary. I'm gonna have to be responsible or better with setting up the goals, I guess. I see people. I know that Sugi did one recently, but in the past I've seen a lot of people also do like weekend-long marathons, which I feel like is a bit healthier. But it really depends. I think the main reason why I ever host Donathon Subathons is, one, obviously it's really fun. It's really fun to just have stream take over your life for a little bit of time. But the other reason is it typically means I have a big project on the horizon that I want to work towards. Yeah. Melon pan, what's that bread? Oh, it's got like a sugary crust. Wait, here, my headphones. I'll show you. My headphones? My headphones over here. They're modeled after melon pan. It's like they got like a sugary crust and they're sort of sweet. Kind of looks pretzel-ish. I think it's more of like a soft... I think it's like a soft bread with just like a sweet crust. She's mewing. Oh my gosh. Can someone make a gif of that for no particular reason? I just want to send it to Arisa. I think the first one was the best one. That one was organic. That one was the best. Alrighty, next question. Let's see. Ooh. If you had to create your own bakery food for a cafe and name it, what would it be, Miss Mint? Windborn. If I had to make my own bakery food. You know what's funny? Even though my Oshi mark is a pretzel and everything is pretzel, I don't think I would make my cafe food a pretzel. I would have some kind of insane melon pan ice cream dish. Yeah. I know, like, look, there's like literally a pretzel on my apron. But I would want like a melon pan, and then I want like almond tofu tasting ice cream. Have you guys ever had almond tofu? It's some of my like favorite stuff ever. I want almond tofu flavored ice cream, and then sugary melon pan, and then dark chocolate Pocky, and maybe like crushed pretzels, and ooh, and I want like toffee almonds. I love toffee nuts. They're so like delicious. Toffee is my weakness, I think. Yeah, like crushed toffee nuts. What else? I feel like that's a lot already. Almond tofu flavored ice cream with toffee, nuts, almonds, dark chocolate, pocky, and big melon pan, sugary melon pan on top of it all. And I would call it the Mintmai melon, the Mintmai ice melon special. Because ice melon pan is the best. It's the best. It's the best. I see what it is. It almost looks like a pie crust with melon flavor and sugary stuff on it. Oh, you know, Rar, it's not actually melon flavored. It's called melon pan because to some people it looks like a melon, like the actual visual of the bread. It doesn't taste like melons. It just tastes like a sweet bread. More like a concha, but the name is just for the visual only. Fun facts. That is, learn something new every day. Oh, you want? Yeah, it's good. It's good. I highly recommend you try it. I can feel a toffee in my teeth, but isn't that what's good? Toffee is so good. Yeah, I think melon pan, the name melon pan, I think a lot of different places have similar breads, but the name melon pan is from Japan, I believe. Is this one from Mai? Is this question? It has to be. Purple Hime Danshi. Do you have any guilty pleasure Yuri ship? Okay, like how guilty pleasure are we talking? How guilty? Cause I have a guilty pleasure. I have a guilty pleasure Yuri ship, but it's I have more than one guilty pleasure ship. But again, it's 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 a little bit self-indulgent. It's a little it's like, you know it's fine. It's I feel I feel like it's a little bit hard to put into words. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think it's a little bit hard to put into words about, like, you know, my favorite Yuri ships. But like sometimes I see two characters that are like, I just think they should kiss, not for any sort of like selfish reason or anything like that. I just kind of have like a hunch that they'd have really good chemistry and that they'd get along really well. Wah! Oh my gosh. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I get you. Yeah, you know. And it's funnier knowing this question comes from Mai because I saw what you drew. I see what you drew. My other guilty pleasure ships, though, I don't even think that these are all like guilty pleasure ships. I really like Floral Tia as well because they're so funny and it's kind of like, that's oomph. You know what I mean? I like seeing the Floral Tia art and stuff. I'm just like, dude, yes, we love. But I also like, you know, I think I also love any like ship art of me and my lovely friends, right? Fairy bread included. But maybe the guiltiest maybe the guiltiest of guilty pleasures for a Yuri ship is a little bit it's a little bit bad, or I mean, it's not bad, it's just like too guilty because it's me. It's Sully's fault. It's Sully's fault. It's Sully's fault. The guiltiest of Yuri ships is just anything with this woman. I don't make the rules, okay? I don't make the rules. She's something else, okay? She could own... Yes, Kyle? Honestly though, can I say same? Oh my gosh, I'm blushing. I'm blushing looking at her expression. I need to move on. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your question, Purple Himedansu. But yeah, those are all pretty guilty pleasure Yuri ships. Especially, you know, it feels weird to have a guilty pleasure ship that just like includes yourself. But it's true. Those are my guilty pleasures for sure. That's why they're guilty. That's why they're a bit, you know, guilty. Wait a second. Why is my overlay cropping off like that? Does it always do that? Let me see. Let me see if that's something I can change. I might completely break it. Let's see. Self Yuri is based. Haha. A drop of sweat forms on my brow. I just realized that, like, oops. Hold on, I just realized. Let me repaste the link. Test. Oh, there we go. That's so interesting. It was like cropping off the end of chat messages that got really long. Fascinating. Test. Yeah, I was just cropping them off. But I think it's fixed now. I'm still learning. Still gotta practice a lot of tech things. But it's all good. Also, this next question's interesting. Can you please say you're doing a great job? Thanks, Miss Mintmai. I see. Hi. Someone asked for the Mintmai validation. Okay. Wait, which way do I say this? There's more than one way I could do this. Let's do 2 different ways. You're doing a great job! You really are. And sometimes even if you don't think you are, I think you are. Flower friend, you're doing an amazing job! You have to believe in yourself too, okay? You have to believe in yourself, and you also have to believe in the Mintmai that believes in you! Ooh. And then I have the other version. You're doing amazing, honey. I don't know. You gotta just swap into the, you know, the... Should I have worn glasses for that? You guys okay? Are you guys okay? I didn't think that would be so so effective. So I mean it from the bottom of my heart though. I'm sure you guys are you guys are doing amazing. That took me out of lurk. You know it's bad when the lurkers start coming out of the woodworks. They start coming out and they're like, "Hi, was I summoned?" Sorry, Mo BB. I can't believe I took you out of lurk for that. What the heck? Let me see. Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? Hi guys. I can't have them pinned to my model the same way, but is this good? I have to stand kind of still. Cute. They start looking like granny glasses. Those are my glasses. Idle when she forgets to put on her night contacts or something. I forgot my contacts. Think it's cute. I don't know how toggles work on 3D models yet. But eventually I would like to have some glasses. Because I think they're cute. I would like to have some glasses someday. Have you been eating well, flower friends? Did you sleep early enough, flower friends? So granny core. Okay, I'll take them away now. But yeah, you're doing a great job. Thank you for asking for the Mintmai Validation beam. I hope that you feel motivated in everything that you do. Let's see, next question. That was cute. Ah. Next question is coffee or tea, and how do you like your coffee or tea? Tea! This one's easy. Tea sweeps. Tea sweeps. Because, I feel like coffee is yummy, but coffee is never as yummy as tea. Sometimes coffee tastes like tan bark. If you don't add sugar, creamer, and all the delicious like sweetener stuff, I think coffee kind of tastes like tan bark. To my taste buds at least. But there's times when I like it, but it has to be like a sweet latte of some kind. And it has to have all that like milk and like yummy foam. But I'll get coffee as a little treat because of how tasty it is. But for tea, I can have tea without sweetener, so that's why I always choose tea over coffee. For tea, I like loose leaf teas. I like, you know, the packet teas are good too. I like genmaicha. I like matcha the most, probably. Matcha lattes might be my favorite. Call it basic, but I love making them. It's like fun to use the whisk and then it tastes so yummy. It's like you're treating yourself to something. I want one right now actually, but it's the afternoon, so it's too bad. But yeah, I want one now. But yeah, that's how I like my tea. How do you guys like your teas or coffees? Is there a preference? Is there a preference between them? Dun, da, da, da. Black coffee versus oversteeped tea. Oversteeped tea, I think. Oversteeped tea any day because you can add water. Oversteeped tea is like that meme of like, just add water. You can add water and it tastes okay, even if it's a little bit bitter. But if you have black coffee, you're not adding water to that to fix it. I like my water coffee and tea free. Oh, I was like, what's water coffee? You like just water? So healthy. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. So healthy, Alessa. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm a basic man. Coffee in the morning, tea any other time of day. I see. I'm like a morning tea person. A morning tea person for sure. I love coffee taste, but I hate the jittery feeling I get after. I stick with tea when I want to chill and be cozy. Ah, that's true. I get that too, because I'm sensitive to caffeine. I don't have any caffeine ever. So sometimes I am sleepy, but I don't like really relying on caffeine. So that's why my tea is often caffeine free or very, very low caffeine. When I drink coffee, it's like, sometimes I'll get like heart palpitations. It's sort of like a gotcha, and it's not it's not a lottery that I want to play. Even if it tastes so good, I don't always want to drink coffee and then afterwards be like, is my heart gonna start pumping out of my chest or will I be fine? Because I feel like it's like half the time my heart starts going ba-dum, 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 and I'm like, am I okay? It's so scary. So even if it tastes good, maybe decaf lattes are good. Coffee at work because it's conveniently dispensed by a machine. Otherwise tea if I could put in the effort. I like soaking tea though. It's like fun. You get to do the little dips with the tea bag. There's something I find therapeutic with making my own coffee. You know, I feel like how people feel with their coffee routines is how I feel with matcha. It's like, for me, it's like fun to do a little whisking and then I like froth my milk with the milk frother. It's like a whole process, right? It's a ritual, you know? It's a little tradition. It's something that kicks your body into gear in the morning. And that's sort of why having a routine is so fun. It's helpful. Like, I have my morning routine, even if I like sleep in a little too much. I still have my morning routine where I get up and I always start by like brushing my teeth and washing my face. So I feel refreshed and like awake. And then I go and start my day and I like hang out with my cats and everything. So it's nice. You do need some sugar still though. So I drink some juice between every bottle of water. Between every bottle of water? Wow. I'm still mostly a water person. I like aloe a lot. If you're talking juice, I like aloe. I am a bit weak for a good mango juice. I like it when mango juice actually tastes like mangoes, like it's a little sour and not the super sweet kind from the grocery store. Some mango juices, I think they're like more tart than artificially sweet tasting to me. So like I love a nice mango juice. And like lemonade's good too. I've also been looking into getting into matcha. I think matcha is like to me, it's a much gentler source of caffeine. It's a lot gentler on caffeine, and your wrist gets tired at first, but I think the whisking part's really fun. You get to see the bubbles build up and everything, and sometimes I have fun trying to make like latte art with it. So true, some mango juice is just sweet syrup. Some mango juice is just thick and like really sweet, and I can't do that one. Welcome in, thank you for the follows. That is a crazy username. Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid, Dark Hat! Thank you, thank you! Thanks for raiding me once again. Welcome back! I'm Mintmai! I'm Mintmai! I feel like the matcha from Starbucks is so bad. I can't say I've had it. Actually, no. I think I've had it once. I've had it once because my friend got it for me. And it tasted... I don't think I liked how it tasted. If you make your own matcha, you can at least learn what matcha powder that you like the brand and whatnot. And then you can also add as much milk or sweetener that you like yourself. I mentioned it a while ago, but my current favorite thing to do is to have my matcha, and then my ratio is like matcha and then like 3/4 milk, sort of. Sounds like a lot of milk, but the matcha powder I have is actually from Japan, and so it's really good taste in matcha once you whisk it up. And so my matcha, I have it with like maybe 3/4 proportion of milk, and then I drink it hot. So I heat the milk, I froth it, and then I mix it with the matcha that I've whisked. And then I add maple syrup. I add maple syrup to that hot concoction, and then it's like perfect. I'm an oat milk enjoyer. Ooh, I've had oat milk with matcha before too. I like oat milk. I feel like oat milk, you really do taste the oat sometimes though. Some oat milk feels too watery, and then some oat milk feels like I taste the oat too strongly. So I feel like, you know, regular milk is okay for me. I just like the taste of regular milk. It's very neutral. Some people think it's too rich though. But yeah. Dun, da, da. Big fan of watermelon juice. Oh, I can't say I've had watermelon juice before. I like watermelon on its own. Have you guys ever hollowed out a watermelon and added Sprite? It's so tasty. Soy milk! Soy milk is so good too. Soy milk with like a little bit of the rock candy sugar. Like the sugar that doesn't come as a powder, but it's like those clear little rocks of sugar. That's what I add in soy milk. It's so good. Ignore the last part of my question about watermelon juice. No worries. Yeah, I haven't had it, but I've hollowed out a watermelon before. Basically you scoop the watermelon until it's a bunch of little balls, and then you keep the watermelon balls in the watermelon, and then you add Sprite. It makes the watermelon taste carbonated. It's amazing. It's incredible. And I learned this because there's actually like a cocktail that you can make with it. So some people, they add like the soda, but then they add a little bit of like, they add soju, which is probably tasty as well, but I just sort of love the watermelon Sprite mix. Because when you eat the watermelon pieces, the Sprite has soaked into the watermelon, and then it's fizzy when you eat it. It's so cool. It is really, really cool, and I recommend it as summer's coming up, right? I recommend you guys try that. I want to have it again this summer. Once it starts getting a little warmer, I should get a sweet watermelon and some Sprite and have a little fruit punch party. Let's see. Next, Maro. The next Marshmallow is, just wanted to let you know that I fell in love with your content ever since I first saw it. Thank you! Thank you so much! What? It's been a blast hanging out with fellow flower friends. Ooh, thank you, thank you! That makes me so happy. That makes me a little shy, but that also makes me so happy because I think it's a special thing. Oh, sounds pretty nice. Hi, Kit Kat. Hi. That is so cute. Such a cute message. Let's see. Thank you for wanting to say that in my Marshmallow, though. Thank you for being a flower friend. No matter what, I really adore and appreciate all the flower friends. No question, just wanted to... Let's see, another Marshmallow that's not a question right now. But no question, just wanted to thank you for the streams that keep me company at work and provide something to look forward to each week. Have a great day, man. Oh. Wait. Hold up. I'm supposed to be done with all of the emotional emo feelings, okay? My birthday weekend was last weekend. It's so cute. Our friends are so cute. Just like cuteness aggression. Yoink. Hi. Working hard on leg day, boss. Ooh. Have a good leg day. Get appreciated, nerd. I really appreciate it too. Thank you for looking forward to it and for I'm glad that my streams can keep you company during work and stuff. I know quite a few flower friends like lurk and work or do other things, and that's amazing and I appreciate it so much. Wow. Oh, thank you for the water. Of course, this is Jess's question. All right, flower friends. You guys weigh in. Who would win in a fight? 1 buff Mintmai or 100 flower friends? We're actually gonna do a vote on this one. Let's actually do a poll. Let's do a poll. Who would win? One buff Mintmai. 100 flower friends. I did say you guys were very throwable size. Let's just start a poll for like 3 minutes. One buff Mintmai strong. Strong women make my mind go brr. So you think that the buff Mintmai would win just because the flower friends would be like, oh, and then get distracted? Oh my gosh, solely same brain. That would be so funny. We're flower, we can combine into a big one. See, that was what I was gonna say. I was going to say, do the flower friends get like, are the flower friends like the Sandman? Do they have the advantage of like, I punch you and then the flower like reassimilates, so technically you're indestructible? But then by that logic, can't I just like dump a ton of water on you guys and you guys become too soggy to do anything? Because then you guys would become dough. You'd become like sopping wet flower friends. But then I'd be worried because maybe if I add water, then you become dough and then you actually become stronger. Because dough, you know, it's like sticky and it packs a punch, right? Then you bake us and we become bread friends. So I add water to you guys. What I'm hearing is I add water to you guys and then I come out with a flamethrower and I bake the dough live. That feels a little bit, that feels brutal. Okay, but let's say no tools are allowed, right? Just sheer power. Sheer power of these hands, haha. My sheer buffness. We become the toast team. Fists and nubs, yeah, exactly. Okay, but here's the other question. If flower friends are made of flour, and if they're soft, you know? Flower friends are supposed to be soft. So what if you punch me? What if you punch me and it's... and it doesn't do anything because you guys are too soft? It just goes like... and some flower sparkles in the air, just like... I need you guys! Okay, that's kind of true. Add water and start kneading. I mean, again, we're talking buff Mintmai. But I don't think you guys are thinking about how much 100 flower friends is. You'd you'd turn us into strings of pasta? That's kind of scary. That's Gore of my comfort character. Also, hi Kale, hi. I feel like 100, okay, just think of how heavy one sack of flour is when you buy it from the store, right? 100 flower friends. Like, what if you all just like swarmed me and like jumped on top of me? Would I not be just crushed under the weight of all of that flour? It would be like getting buried under a beach. I buy my flour from Costco at 10 kilograms a bag. Whoa. Yeah, but that's assuming we fight back. Breathing in just flour just sucks. Oh, that's true. I think it'd kind of be over for me. As much as I'd like to think that me being buff would be awesome. Seems like the 100 flower friends also won the poll, but by a very narrow margin. We almost tied. Cuddle pile. Yeah, you guys are supposed to be very soft. See, it's all fun and games and it's a cuddle pile until you guys decide, let's all suffocate Mintmai. I also think buff mint is awesome sauce. That's the thing. Multiple flower friends have argued that you guys would lose just because you get distracted by my gains. And low-key, yeah, you would get distracted by my gains. I would have come up with the greatest pun ever. Hello, Mint in chat. Hi Darius. It's so good to see you. Hope you've been doing well. Yeah, I've been doing well. It's been such a week. It's been such a week since the concert. but it's been a good one.
Think of the action economy. By the time Mint has her turn again, a lot of us would get to make an attack. Enough 1d4s will get her eventually greater than.
Boro, thank you so much for the 22 months. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. If it's turn-based action, doesn't that mean having 100 of you guys doesn't do too much? But But Foro, I really appreciate the 22 months. I found your soccer ball earlier, by the way. I found your soccer ball. But it's 1v1. So it's like the 100 flower friends together versus one me. That's true. Good to see you too. I've been okay. I've played Phasmo lately. Oh, I hope that's been fun. I hope you're just taking it easy. It's good to know that you're doing all right though. I'm relieved to hear that too. Oh, sweet, thanks. I mean, how did you know it was me? Only one person in this bakery keeps dropping their balls and it's not me. It's not me, I keep them. I won't lie when I say I didn't expect the 3D model to increase your moe power by a lot more than I expected. Eh? What about the 3D model do you guys think is so moe? Huh? Expressions? That's true. It picks up a lot more. It picks up a lot more like tiny expressions. The expression and the hand. It's quite fun. I can't wait to, you know, do more fun stuff in 3D. Oh wow, this is like, I haven't tried this POV yet. If Mintmai were small. Or angry at you. Whoa. Isn't that normal POV? No, I'm tall. Normal POV. Normal POV would be something like this, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to do that. The flower friends are so short. Hold on. Normal POV is like. Wait, the angle's a little bit weird. Not the smoldering gaze. Uppies POV. I feel like I have to adjust the camera lens, but if you guys have ever seen the POVs sit on my lap and then they eat like a nature's, what is it called? The nature like granola bar and all the crumbs get all over the flower friends. That's like me. I'm here and then I eat bread and I'm like it's kind of an odd angle to be at, but like the flower friends are so much shorter than me. This is the, hold on, let me see. Ah! What did I do? What did I do? Scary! Scary, 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 scary. What happened? This is why you don't mess with your camera while you're live. In 3D. It's subject to we saw it. No you didn't. No you didn't. No you didn't. You didn't see anything. I can leave now. Can I come back now? I just happened to be blind in that moment. Can you do it again? No. I think I'm winning the fight, guys. Seeing how weak you guys are to the oldest tricks in the book. I think the flower friends, the 100 flower friends, I could take you guys out with one swift move. I changed my mind. I thought the flower friends could win, but it looks like I think I can win. I can win. All it takes is a very simple mwah. Boom! 100 flower friends are dead. Boom! Unfair, I died. See, this is why I'm winning the fight. You guys are, you guys might be physically strong, but you have weak mental fortitude. No, I think that powered me up. Is it backfiring? See, the 3D model makes me act a bit unwise. I become too moe. I wouldn't fold. You'd focus on winning the fight. You think you'd be locked in? Mintmai and the 100 flower friends that really like her. Is that your spin on the 100 girlfriends that really love you? No such thing as two moe. I guess that is true. I love moe. Cute things are just cute. That's they make the world go round. It's fun. Let's see what our next question is though. Now that I'm convinced that I personally think I could win the fight. I'm sorry, but planned affection doesn't work on me. What about unplanned what about unplanned? Unplanned affection. Would you not fight back? Would you not fighting back be demoralizing for us? Coin toss? I don't know. It's either that direction or the ara direction, or I act so sweet and plead sweet mercy. Ah, dang, I'm kind of late. No, you're not late at all. Hi, we still have so many questions and fun, fun little comments. Sudden cuteness. The flower friends were struck with sudden cuteness. It's super effective. What was your favorite parts in the making process that led up to your first idol concert? Ooh. That's hard. I think dancing. I think learning the dances and then making all of the dances for the parts. I guess trying to practice like my little made-up dances for the songs that didn't have dances was really special. Because I sort of knew that it would be special and specific to me. Oh, this is mine? Wow! Thank you for asking this question, Kyle. I think it was really important to me that I show you guys the full range, I guess, of my movement. Because I think a lot of personality comes off in movement too. And so I think I was really excited when doing all of the rehearsals and dancing. And then I guess from a more technical standpoint, learning the 3D was really fun. I think texture painting the model was such a learning curve, but it felt super rewarding once I actually did it. Yeah, 360. My hair was really hard. Please admire. You guys don't get to see it too much. You guys don't get to see it too much. So, please admire my hair. It was very hard to it was very hard to texture paint it well, I think. Because I don't think people really estimate how difficult it can be to texture like black hair. Especially black hair that has tinges of warm color in it. It's pretty hard to get right, but because this is my hair color and this is my art style, I worked really hard to try and make sure that the hair looks cute. Yeah. I also love that I have these bottom teeth. And you see my molars. Yay! It does look really cute. And so do you. Smooth with it. But I think those varying things added together were pretty exciting. I mean, also planning the merch too. I think that's always fun because this time I got some lovely friends that I also just adore their art. Being able to work with them for this merch launch was really exciting too. But maybe my favorite part was just like all of the 3D and being able to dance. Thank you for asking this. I'm still totally recovering from the highs of the concert. Cause it's only been a week, but sometimes I lay in bed at night and I go like, wow, I did that. So it makes me so happy and proud. So yeah. This next one's interesting. Would you rather bungee jump or skydive? Ooh. You did do that. You did that. Yeah. And you guys did too. You're waving your pen lights. So charming and sweet. Yeah. Thank you for thinking so. Hi, Frozen. Good evening. Oh, I didn't realize you were into that idol stuff versus art, so the concert was a surprising announcement for me. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess it's hard to express to people when you're doing your streams with the 2D model and when you're doing your streams just like gaming and art. Sometimes it's hard to express to people that you really like performing arts. Cause sure, I love being an entertainer and I love playing games and just hanging out. But there's a huge part of me that is like lives to put on a good show. and I think that is another reason why I love like VTuber stuff as well, like VTubing, VTuber debuts. Like that's fun. But there's something about putting on a really big show, something that you've worked a really long time for, something that feels like it's grander and on a bigger scale than an average, you know, like stream. But yeah, were you ever into musical theater in school, Miss Mint? I was, but not in the way that you guys might think. Not in the way that you may think. I was a theater kid, but not an acting theater kid. I was behind the scenes. I did stage lights and costuming. So I was in various different clubs for stage crew, and it was really, really fun, except performing arts was not very popular, and so I was surrounded by a bunch of nerds. I say it somewhat affectionately, but there's part of me that I think was a little bit bitter about it when I was in school too. I mean, it's why I wanted to go to an art school so badly, because I was just surrounded by so many people that were like, I'm gonna go to Harvard. And I was like, get me out of here. Again, I really respect the grind, but I think it was tough because most of those people I was surrounded by, it was like, I'm gonna go to Harvard, except it's like, I'm gonna go to Harvard because my mom says that I have to. Like, it was kind of a very toxic environment in that sense, because I witnessed people in very intense academic competition with each other. And I witnessed a lot of people, like, the air felt thick during college application season when I was still in high school. And I was out here just like, la-di-da, let me build my art portfolio and go to art school so I can be surrounded by people that want to pursue something that they specifically want. And there were absolutely people like that in high school too. And I think, you know, when you're in high school, you don't have to have it all figured out, right? Like you're still young. Most people don't know what they want to do with their lives and their careers. But I was craving an environment where people were doing things for themselves and like their passion. Because as someone that loved art and performing arts and like music and all of these things, it felt very stifling to be somewhere for years where it felt like most people cared about a number they got on a test more than, I guess, going to a school play. And it made me sad because I really loved performing arts, and I wish I could have done more, but yeah, it was like a really small, you know, we put on really small productions. But being able to do stuff like the Idol Live, it kind of feels like I'm doing, you know, I'm putting on a one-woman show, I'm putting on like a solo production, and I have so many people. I have so many people that got to contribute to this cool thing, and I'm like, wow, I like brought something that I really wanted to do to fruition, and it was an awesome show. And so that's a part of me that I feel like can never die, like my love for musical theater and theaters and stuff. But yeah, I helped pick out and design costumes because we didn't really have a budget because we were such a small club. I remember we brought all of our clothes from home. A bunch of us, like both actors and like stage crew, we bought a ton of clothes from home that we thought fit the theme of a certain play, and we laid them out. And then I went through and went like, okay, this person has a nightgown. Let's use that for like the nightgown or like the like home scenes in the play. So like we actually like wore each other's clothes essentially. We had the actors just like wear clothes from other people that fit for the costumes. And there was of course like a little bit of props that we had just from like previous years, but yeah, that was me, sorry. I think it's fine to be academically motivated. It just becomes stifling if it becomes like the whole culture is so centric, you know, on that. Yeah. But hi everyone just coming in. I'm not surprised you were into costuming and stage team in school though. I'm sure you guys can tell from all the stuff I do with VTubing, as well as, you know, the concert itself. You can see how much I'm into that. I did design the stage. The stage props and what the screens would look like and stuff, so yep. And it's not just that, like I have been into idols and idol performances for a long time as well. Passionless academia, yeah, that's the thing. If you want academia, I want it to be passionate. Thank you so much for the raid, Tao Technical. We're answering some questions. You do have that theater kid feel. That's the thing. I was like a closet theater kid because I was too scared. I was too scared to audition for things. So that's why I say I'm like a theater kid if you ripped the extrovert out. Oh, congrats on coming out. Yay! I literally am a theater kid if you ripped the bold extroversion out of them. And so I never auditioned for parts. And I just wanted to work on the sidelines because I would get too nervous about memorizing lines or anything like that. So yeah, I was stage crew. But it was fun. And I hope you had a lovely stream. Thank you for the raid. I Mintmai. I was the introvert theater kid. I was the tree. You were the tree? That's awesome. Thanks for the water, Redeem, too. Stage crew is so awesome, though. It takes a lot of work for sure. It was fun. It was fun doing it with other people, like outside of school. It was really nice. Looked like it was fun. Yeah. Congrats on the show. Ironic seeing how you performed the other day. See, that's the thing though. VTubing has allowed me to break out of my shell in so many ways. So I'm super grateful for it. Let's see though, looking at this next question, would you rather bungee jump or skydive? Skydiving sounds kind of scary, but wait, okay, what is bungee jumping like though? What is bungee jumping like? I want to see it. Like, I kind of think that I might like bungee jumping more because you spring back up. It's falling with style. Like skydiving is you just go down one way. I've never been bungee jumping and I haven't seen many videos of it or anything, but it looks really fun. I've done skydiving. Bungee jumping seems scarier to me. You're free fall for a bit and then it springs, but then you fall again, right? Okay, I think I would like bungee jumping more. To be honest, I want to do both. I want to do both as long as it's like safe. I mean, if you look at bungee jumping, like those cords, those things are thick. Yeah, several times. Oh, okay. Then I want to do bungee jumping. 100%. I love stuff like that. I really like roller coasters where your like feet are hanging off of the roller coaster too. So I think I would really, 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 really like that kind of experience. Also, your stomach turns and your entire insides get yanked up. But I feel like if you're bracing for it, and I feel like if you're bracing for it and you're kind of ready, it's not that different from roller coasters, right? When it like jerks around and stuff. The scary thing about bungee jumping is looking at the bottom. But then isn't skydiving also looking at the bottom? Also with skydiving, where do you land? This is something I've always wondered. Skydiving is like, the views seem so cool, but like where on earth are you landing? How do you know? And also, I think I have a little bit of that dormant fear of like you pull the parachute and it doesn't come out. And I know that there's like reasons. You aim for like an open field, preferably on the ground. But the thing is like you have to aim for it. In skydiving, the earth is so big you can't really see it coming towards you. You can steer parachutes. No, but I mean like if you pull it and the parachute doesn't come out, you always have two. What if the second one doesn't come out? Sometimes I have a hard time trusting something I've never used. Then you're just so unlucky. I think they usually put you above an empty field. I mean, they have someone with you typically, right? When you skydive. So I understand that it's like safe. What if the bungee cable isn't attached properly? Same fear. I guess so, but a lot of times isn't bungee jumping over the water? So like you just land in the water? At least you're not like on like a field. I don't know though. You know what? How about this? It's all scary. We have to weigh them equally. Even if I weigh them equally, bungee jumping I think I would like more. I've done reverse roller coasters. Ooh, that seems fun. Yeah, I've done reverse roller coasters too, where you sit and then they lay you down and your legs are dangling and then the whole roller coaster goes backwards. And it was so awesome. Do not land in the water. Water is like concrete. Oh. That's a good point. It depends on the speed you hit the water with. When you fall into water from that height, it feels like concrete. Oh no. The water particles. Ooh. Scary, scary. Not all the time though. I see. Have you guys done any of these? You know, rather than bungee jumping or skydiving, I actually want to go ziplining the most. Wait, don't they have a parachute? For bungee jumping? Not for bungee jumping. For skydiving, yes. For bungee jumping, I think you're just on the cord. Ziplining is so fun. Oh, skydiving. Yeah, you have parachutes. I just have that like, I'm just like, but what if it doesn't work? But again, they said you always have two, so I want to skydive so bad. You should try it. You should try it. I did. I have a 30-minute-ish video of me saying, why am I here? I think I would get really scared right before like jumping out of the plane. You can do it all over Canada if you ever visit. I want to visit. I want to go ziplining so bad. More than bungee jumping or skydiving. Because I love like gondolas. I love just like swinging through like really pretty views. So I really, 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 really want to go ziplining more than anything else. Do those giant swings at amusement parks count as bungee jumping? If so, I did that. Oh, I know what you mean. I don't think those really count, but it's like maybe a similar feeling. I think bungee jumping is usually a lot more intense and out in nature. Or parasail. I feel like parasailing would be such a vibe. Oh, is that the one where you're like kind of standing there and then you're like holding on to the back of, I guess you're just sort of like on the water and this boat is going really fast and you're like basically skateboarding on the water? I've done indoor skydiving. You really are like a leaf in the wind. Any movement you make makes you move around. Oh, I remember when indoor skydiving was super popular. I've never done it though. Definitely more intense. My wife was terrified before she skydived, but the first thing she said when she landed was, "Can I go again?" Oh, that's so cute. Kind of, but you fly up. I see. Yeah, I wouldn't be against experiencing all of these things as long as it's safe, right? Because I think I haven't done a lot of adventurous things, so I'm inclined to try. That's all. Ooh. Hi, Baker Kamiyoshi. Hello, probably Kazuwazu. Let's see. First off, congrats on the 3D and Idol debut. Thank you. Just a couple of questions. What has been the most fun part of working on this 3D project? What has been the biggest challenge in this project? Ooh, thank you and looking forward to what you come up with next. Thank you for asking. I'll answer this soon. Let me read chat a little bit more again. Let's see. When the wind catches the parachute and you just start flying around. Oh, that's fun. Have you ever been to those bouncy house buildings? I don't know what they're called. And you jump everywhere. The trampoline houses, like the... Are they the ones that are full of trampolines? Or are you talking of just like bouncy houses? Like when you're like a kid. Hate to break it to you, that's not me. Really? Who else is calling me a Baker Idol Kamiyoshi? It might be Rai. I got used to you going Baker Idol Kamiyoshi. But honestly, I think you would have done it in all caps. So you're right. Probably those inflatable houses where you jump everywhere. Yeah, I like bouncy houses. But I also like the trampoline parks. Well, you are my Baker Idol Kamiyoshi. Why, thank you. Why, thanks. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yeah. I'm just being silly. But to answer these questions, let's see. Number one, and you should totally go to the trampoline houses. This is off topic. I have been to trampoline houses more than once for various birthday party reasons in the past. They're really fun. But let's see. Looks fun. And they have like these slanted trampolines on the walls, so you can bounce off the side. You can just like bounce around. Oh my gosh. I was trying to rub my lip balm together, but look. I'm gonna put on lip balm, guys. This is so cool. I didn't know I could do this. I'm gonna put on some lip balm and just watch my mouth. Okay, lip balm on. My lips curl in. I didn't know it could do that. That's so cool. Bite lip? Oh, it kind of does look like a lip bite. Sheesh. It looks so cringy. It looks like when people try to bite their lip to like Riz, but then they like do it badly. Why? Why? That's funny. That's funny. Wow. The world of 3D is full of possibility, isn't it? But you can literally see me applying my lip balm. That's so crazy. I missed it. Do it again. Oh my gosh. First off, let's see. First off, to answer question number one, the most fun part of working on this 3D project, I kind of answered that with Kyle's question earlier, but it really was you know, knowing that I'd be able to like dance and perform for you guys, and also learning to texture paint the 3D model. It was fun because it's so different from just drawing normally. So yeah. I recall one Twitter post of someone's wife trying to bite their lips seductively, and the husband had to comment, "You're supposed to bite the upper lip." Oh my gosh, was she doing like... She was definitely just biting the bottom lip, like... Like an underbite? Yeah, I can do an underbite. Get a good look at it, chat. Are you guys, are you Mintmai trying to flirt is like, hey, are you free anytime at all? Oh my gosh. I feel allergic to myself. Oh wait, you mean biting your own lip? Yes. Yes. That tracks. Oh no. My Riz points. I don't know if that's a positive or a negative. Hello, welcome in, Potato. I like eggs. Eggs, yummy. That's my thoughts on eggs. But let's see. Biggest challenge in this project. I think, honestly, besides learning like 13 songs, I knew a few of them ahead of time, but I learned at least like 10 new songs to sing. So besides learning all of those songs as like a difficult part of the Idol concert project, learning to sing them is different from, you know, knowing and loving them in your heart. So learning to sing those songs was pretty difficult, but I think time is like an honest struggle. To be entirely honest, I think trying to make sure that I was ready and having everything by my birthday was a challenge of its own. And you can't really chop it up to just one aspect. It's just there's so many moving parts. But I knew that I wanted to do it for my birthday to make it extra special. So we kind of crunched it out. But yeah, even though we were working on it for months and months and months, I felt like if I didn't give myself a definitive day, I could have kept like infinitely postponing it. And when it comes to projects like this, you can't really allow yourself to do that. Like, sometimes you have to just set a date and ship the project, you know? Like, you just have to set sail. Because I think I could have spent so much time perfecting the dance better, learning the songs better. You know, could have spent so much more time on like every tiny micro thing, but then when would it happen, right? So for me, when I have to set my own deadlines, if I know that my birthday is a perfect time for a special event like this, then make it happen. But honestly, you know, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. Because it was tough, you know? It was tough. I think it comes with its own stressors when you have such a big project and you want it to be good quality, but it needs to be done, and there's a lot of moving parts. But I'm still so proud of the concert as it is, especially, you know, as an indie VTuber, and everything was like with at-home tracking and programs, so it was pretty cool being able to do that. Let's see. If you had to eat something for the rest of your life, what would it be? Ooh, okay. I think this is a good question. I'm assuming that you mean if I had to eat something, if I could only eat something for the rest of my life. Because if I had to eat something for the rest of my life, then I'll just choose something that I like having once in a while. Because I can still have other foods. But I think... I think it has to be something with soup for me. It must have soup, it must have vegetables, it must have a flavor that I don't get tired of. And I want it to be a little nutritious. So I feel like it's gotta be like pho or sometimes even pho is a bit salty for me though. Not bread. It's gotta be a bit healthy. Okay, low-key sundubu. Pho is overrated. No. Vermicelli noodle soup on top. But I love pho. I love pho. I can say that I'm Vietnamese. It's true. You can. You can. It's like if I said that I think that fried rice is overrated. There's like better foods. I can only do homemade pho now. Yeah, like you can say that I guess the mainstream dishes from your culture are overrated. Cause there's better ones. I think I've had quite a few Vietnamese foods, like new ones as well, through exposure from my friends. Also, hello, I just got home. Hi, me alpha. But yeah, I've gotten Vietnamese food I've never had before with my Vietnamese friends, and I think it's pretty yummy. I forgot what it was called, but I had something that was kind of like pho, but it wasn't. It was more like the flavor was a little more hearty. And I feel like there was shrimp in it. I don't remember the name of the dish though. Oh yeah, it was bun bo hui. Yeah. I had bun bo hui, which is I hope I'm pronouncing that okay. But I tried bun bo hui for the first time a few months ago, and it was really, really good. So I really like it. For me, you can't go wrong with pho ga though, which is just like a chicken pho. Classic. If I had to pick something I would eat for the rest of my life though, honestly, it'd probably have to be sundubu or Korean soft tofu stew with the sides. I need kimchi. I need kimchi. Oh really? You got tired of bao? But there's like so many different filling flavors of bao. Tofu stew, yes. Yeah, like I want Korean tofu stew, but I want it with all the sides, because that counts as... I think that counts as like a meal that I can keep having for the rest of my life. And I don't know if this is cheating, but there's different flavors. There's different flavors. So if there's different flavors, then I can try I can try a lot of different ones, all while still technically eating the same food for the rest of my life. But yeah, I think I love that. Let's see. We have a couple more questions. Thank you guys all so much for asking me fun things. If you still think of any, you can feel free to still add them. I might have to reload the page. Oh gosh, there's definitely new ones. There's definitely new ones, but let's see. I'll save them as we go. Excuse me for the burp. My burp kind of tasted good. Moving on. Hi, Mint! Do you plan to apply as a guest to events like Offkite, etc. in the future? Or something like a Mintmai Skips event? Or would you rather like slowly inch up by applying for a table first? Love you! I think this might be from Miss Lexus because the bunny? Or it might be from someone else? Cute bunny emoji though. Can I get a whiff? No! Of my burp? No. It's because I had okonomiyaki leftovers. So my burp smelled extra tasty. I mean, tasted extra tasty. I'm just curious. Can I have a bite? Do you know what you're asking for? Burp in a jar and salad? No. What are we biting? Nothing at all. But this is a good question. I think this is a nice question because it is something I've thought about a lot. Hi, Mint. Let's see. I just read that. Brain fart. But let's see. I went out with friends after cherry blossom viewing. That seems fun. We're getting into weird territory. No, this is normal. They just want anime girl air. I'm gonna change my merch instructions to have you burp on my merch. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's unsanitary. You mean profitable territory? Stop. Oh gosh. But cherry blossom viewing sounds so nice. I can't believe you also ate okonomiyaki yesterday. Yummy. How about a kiss mark? I'll pay double. Kyle, double a lot of whatever the heck you order is a lot. I don't think that's worth it for you. I don't think that's worth it for you, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Gotcha triple. Oh my gosh. Don't even. Don't mind if I do. Stop. Ay. My goodness. Someone help this guy. But let's see. This is a question I want to answer genuinely. I will say I think I can say this. I don't think there's anything wrong with this, right? It's just part of being a creator and it's just part of the, you know, this world, this universe. I have reached out and like applied and sent things in the past. Yeah, I've sent out, you know, I filled out forms, sent emails, reaching out in being interested in doing some kind of guest or meet and greet situation at conventions. I could certainly be doing it more. I could certainly do it for more conventions. I think there's still a lot of conventions that maybe even I don't know about. So yeah. Oh, it was about joining the Discord. Alrighty. Yeah, welcome on in. But I think it's something that I figure is it's something that I figure is always it's just putting yourself out there, I think. So I've applied to various conventions as a guest and whatnot, and they just let me know that, you know, there's not really a spot for me this year, or in the past they just be like, thank you so much for your interest, but we don't think we can, you know, we can host you or like have you as a guest this year or something like that. And honestly, I'm just kind of like, I hope I can improve and apply again. I hope I can improve and apply again, because honestly, there's so many amazing creators, and it is something just about the entertainment industry, right? And it's not why I did my 3D concert. I did my 3D concert for you guys, but I also want to say that it's undeniable that to an extent you kind of have to prove yourself before anyone else believes in you. It feels pretty random who gets picked. I think like anything else, I think like anything else, it's just, you know, usually conventions, they want a variety of guests, but they also want to make sure that their guests are people that they want to make sure that their guests are people that, like, I guess fit in with what they're looking for. I'm sure that makes sense to you guys. From everything from like panelists to guests, they want to make sure that it like fits in with the overall vibe of the con. You've seen bigger creators get rejected by smaller cons and approved by bigger ones, etc. I think it varies, right? And I don't know all of the ins and outs of this, but there's also a chance that if you're saying big creators, if you're talking companies, again, this is me. Don't take my word for it. I'm making guesses just based off of how I know other parts of the entertainment industry, not necessarily VTubing. But I do believe that in a lot of cases with the industries, sometimes the convention needs to compensate bigger guests. Does that make sense? And so sometimes for a con, they want to highlight smaller creators and give them a chance, which I think is an amazing thing. But a lot of times smaller cons, or small cons or big cons, they want to highlight small creators that they feel like are directly, I guess, more part of the community of people that develop the convention or the audience. Wait, I missed the answer you had. Oh, I'm still kind of mid answering. But I think I do want to guest at cons. I really do. It's a huge dream. No, don't apologize. I think I've been rambling along with chat about this. I wouldn't say it's random though. I think it is not random. It's just up to there's probably a team or people. There's definitely some staff that handles what mix of guests they're looking for each year, because they also want, they want different communities to all come together at the convention. And so if you only have, I guess, if you only bring on guests that are, for example, all in the same friend circle or all in the same group or company, like if you make all of your guests, I think, from the same corner of entertainment, you're sort of shifting, or like you're sort of making the focus of a convention, or you're making the focus of the guest meet and greets the same circle as opposed to spreading it out. And so I think it's really wonderful that at least with Offkai they have this policy about guests where if you guest one year, you cannot guest next year, but you can guest the year after that. So for Offkai, what I see is people can do meet and greets and guest every other year. And I like that system because I think there's a lot of creators I like that they bring on and they rotate through them. It's nice. They get to have a completely new pool of people. Although I saw some people weren't as big of a fan of the every other year thing. I feel like with so many VTubers, just because you can't guest doesn't mean you can't have a panel either. So I guess VTubers that weren't able to do a meet and greet this year because they already did one last year, they can still do a panel or like apply to do a performance, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Gives everybody, I feel like it gives everyone a shot, right? At least it makes it so that it doesn't feel like an impossible pipe dream, right? It's within reach. It's like you can try your best and show them like, hey, my community shows up for me and we have such a fun time together, and I think it could be a really cool memory to have something like this. So yeah. And it's not just VTuber conventions that I applied for. I think I've probably sent I've sent a variety of emails and forms, although I don't remember exactly how many, but I could certainly do more. I could certainly do more, and I could probably think of even better, more creative like panels, or I would love to do a concert. I would actually really love to do an idol live like at a convention. Wow, me too, Pigeon. Me too, says the roommate. But I also, Maya's tabling, but I also want Maya to be a guest, like a meet and greet guest. Like I want to do the lottery, get into a Maya meet and greet, and get a picture with life-sized Maya VTuber model on big screen. I want that so badly, I want Mimi and Idol live in person. I think it would be so fun if you guys could all like wave your pen lights together and something like that. I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Now that we did one Idol live, I think I'm gonna try to see what else I can do. At least that's on the convention side of things. But I will say with cons, they're so popular and there's so many amazing guests they could get. I obviously understand why I haven't been able to guest at a con up until now, but I think after 2 years of VTubing, I think I could try harder for sure on my end. I could try harder to be like, look at my bakery, woo! Wait, not like that. Not okay, I'm sorry. Maybe going up to convention organizers and going, look at my bakery, is not how you want to pitch yourself as a content creator. Certainly not as a wholesome content creator either. Oh my gosh. So silly. Okay. Anyways. As far as the second half of your question, Miss Lexus, something like a Mintmai Scoops event. I don't want to promise anything that is not happening. But I will say I absolutely adore the owner of Scoops. Wait, who said I wrote that? Oh, I said you wrote it. I made it up in my brain. Wait, who's the bunny? Who's the bunny? It's because on my screen it shows up as your Oshi mark, Lexus. I got clocked. You clocked that really quick. Because you wrote love you. And there's your Oshi mark at the end. It is mine. Oh. Yeah, I guessed it. I guessed it myself. Yeah. That was all me. I wrote another one too. You won't guess it. Okay, we'll see if I can guess it. About Scoops, Scoops does a bunch of cool collaborations, but also me and the Scoops owner have talked extensively about fun stuff that we want to try doing together anyways. Like for fun, because I really like the Scoop mascots and OCs, and I was like, I'd love to make merch for you, man. And then he was like, yeah. But it's also because after, you know, attending a few of their events and also helping work events before, I think I just really like how their pop-ups are done. And even if I don't get like my own isolated event someday, I want to make merch for them sometime. So while I don't want to promise anything, I think if it's ever happening, if a Mintmai ice cream pop-up collab gets to happen someday, but I will say Scoops, they got some really cool collabs. So, you know, always be sure to like check out their socials to see what they're doing. Cause there's some awesome stuff. But yeah, I think if I get to do one someday, I would have to drop some really intense hints because it's very specific. It's sort of hard because like I feel bad if people have to travel for it, you know? And I'm definitely there's so much going on. It's like I feel like I would have to try and make it line up with a convention or something. But that's not easy, right? It's sort of hard to be like, hello flower friends, you should all fly to this really specific part of the US for a weekend for this one event. It would be a little bit hard, but I guess it would be special. So if I find out, or if I work on things when I'm more free and I'll fly, I'll do it. Oh my gosh. If it happens sometimes, I will let you guys know in advance because you should take time off. You should totally, don't tell your boss, but you should totally take time off to have the ice cream. At least try the ice cream. But you know, Mintmai cup sleeve event one. I don't know how those work, but I've seen them happen. I saw there was a Tearing Love one for Edipomu. There was a ship one. That could be so cool. I'll spend thousands just for the ice cream. Well, there would definitely be merch too or something. Sick leave time. Call in sick. I'm sorry. I'm sick. I can't come into work for like the next 5 days. I'm currently applying for a visa in America so that I can fly to America to get better. Because I feel so unwell. Yep, for healthcare, exactly. Just all you have to say is like, you know, my doctor, I have a doctor's note. They said the air there would be better for me. They said that the pollution over there would be helpful. Oh gosh. Alrighty. Let's see. What else have we got here? Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I think I can already clock the other question Lexus submit. Oh my gosh. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. I feel like I can tell sometimes from how you type. But let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm right. First, I have a couple other questions though. What is your personal record in the bench, squat, and deadlift? 0, because I've never done it before. Okay, next. Mint, what kind of food and drink do you really hate, dislike? Ooh, I feel like really hate is a strong word. If you ever have a table at an event I can attend, please hire me. I forgot to add. Oh yeah. You know, that's the thing though. A lot of people have been like, oh, Mintmai, like you should table at a con because it could be fun. Dang, that was fast. Well, it was a fast answer. I think it's funny sometimes to like dwell super long on some questions and then be like, nope, for other ones. But it's true, my record's 0. I think people have really, I guess, approached me before and been like, you should apply to like table at a convention, even if it's all like your original merch. I think for me, in the times where I've helped friends with their tables, I like tabling anonymously, which is sort of kind of impossible to do as Mintmai. I like tabling anonymously and then occasionally having like a little meet cute. But it's nice when people don't approach you knowing who you are and you're just kind of there to work. And it's fun when I help with friends tables because it's like they're selling their art, so I get to shill their stuff as much as possible. We'll show up and we'll act like we don't know you. Well, that's how you guys should show up anyways. If you low-key think that you... I'll say this now, but in the future at conventions and stuff, I'm usually not gonna say that I'm attending them if I am, unless we're having a Flower Friend meetup, which I only have planned for Offkai this year. But if you hear someone that you think sounds like me, or you think that they might look like me or something, it's just a random person. You can still say hi, of course. Are you that noseless VTuber? It'll be so funny because I would be wearing, you know, a mask, and so I would be noseless visually. But like, for instance, I guess at Offkai, if I'm like at a table, just as an example, if I'm like standing and talking to Maya or something at her table and it's like really obvious that it's fairy bread, I think to me it's okay if you briefly say hi, as long as it's not like you don't like spawn camp. Because I think as a VTuber it can be a little bit intimidating when you're someone whose identity is pretty much fully online and then you're suddenly at an event where people can perceive you and know that you're there. So I would say I'm gonna keep most of, I guess, if this makes sense, I'm gonna keep most of like the Mintmai interaction and stuff to within when we do a formal Flower Friend meet. I want to spend a lot of time obviously chatting to you guys in that space, but I'm also just a little bit shy about my flesh tuber being perceived. And so that's why I do things like, you know, like just don't take pictures of me and things like that. Don't take photos of me. I have allowed complete strangers to take pictures of me in cosplay before, but that's because they don't know it's me, you know? Like, I'm just there wearing a cool cosplay. and I'm obviously like don't have like my whole, you know, I don't have like my face out or anything, and I'm like wearing makeup, so it's sort of nice to have that separation. And I think that it's what I like. So for the most part, I will be attending conventions incognito. I actually don't attend a lot of cons at all, but I'll still be attending some cons incognito, like for friends or just because I want to go and buy stuff myself and attend panels. But as far as like VTubing things go, I'll let you guys know when we do meetups. And it'll be cool. But I would say it's sort of hard to announce this publicly. I just use the alt account. That's separate too. But I think, you know, it's sort of hard to, like, you know, it's not really something I want to make a graphic for and like make a big deal out of. But I feel like I hope that I can eventually sort of shift into doing more virtual meets as opposed to being at a convention and being like, I'm here, because that is a little bit scary. And it's not to any flower friend's fault. I think you guys aren't scary or anything. It's just the people that don't know me and then approach with like, are you a VTuber? Like that gets a little bit scary. Because I don't know them like that, and I don't like being myself out there sometimes. Just because I put a lot into my persona, and it's part of it is keeping up fakehabe, and the other part is ensuring that I can enjoy conventions sort of scot-free. I like being a little bit sneaky and then posting pictures afterwards and being like, yeah, I was there. I enjoy that part of the VTubing world anyways. Did you just say fakehabe? I said kayfabe. Wait, did I just say fakehabe? Wait, kayfabe? Kayfabe, fakehabe. I might have gotten tongue twisted. It's kayfabe. Yeah, it's kayfabe. Smile. That's exactly what I said. You said it backwards, but it was cute. So a little bit is me wanting to preserve kayfabe. A little bit of it is I actually always thought it was fun when VTubers kind of do the little bit of sneaking around. Also, because I thought you were saying facade. Fakehabe. Imagine if I pronounced facade as fakeade. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past me. Oh, it was cute. I was just like, wait a second. Thank you for the corrections. The flower friends in the distance after spotting Mint. Just smile and wave, boy. Smile and wave. Yep. I feel like... I don't want it to be this way, but I don't know if it's my posture or what I wear or what I look like, but I think I'm a little bit recognizable to people that know me, at least IRL. Even if I'm wearing a mask and I'm dressed differently at a con, sometimes they're like, hey, Mint. Hey, Mint, you remember me from school? And I'm like, hi, you like anime too, huh? And then I want nothing more but to like run away because I got recognized at Anime Expo. At Anime Expo 2023, I got recognized from someone that I don't talk to, but she went to my high school. And I was like, I'm like, I don't talk to you and I haven't seen you for so many years. Why do you call out my legal name to me? This happened to me. I was recognized at TwitchCon from someone from high school. I kind of like that sort of feeling gives me like goosebumps. Like I don't enjoy it because I like keeping the world separate, you know? I just hear, oh, hey, Jack. Oh gosh, no. What's crazy is I remember, remember I grew up in New Jersey, which is across the country. It's so crazy. I bet I'm not the only person from... Actually, I'm curious to know. I really want to know if anyone else from my schools in the past have become VTubers. I don't like the borders of my world's crumbling because it's too scary, you know? And it's not like I've done anything wrong or anything to worry about, but it's more like when it comes to VTubing, I feel bolder and I feel able to speak my mind and stuff because I've got flower friends in Mintmai. So that's like a special thing to me. And so that's why I sort of protect it. I'm a bit protective of it to protect my peace. So few people know about it. Yeah. There's people that definitely skip formalities when they feel like, oh, we go back, we go way back. And it's not someone that I know. But there have, I will say, you know, it's not always bad. There have been times it's happened and it was totally chill and fine. But there have been other times where it's happened and I'm like, I kind of want to run away. Hi, welcome in. But yeah, I will say after Offkai this year, I sort of, you know, I kind of want most of my experiences to stay like pretty virtual. That's just me though. I think there is something really special about tabling and, you know, meeting people in person, but I don't think you'll ever see Mintmai, at least not with what I currently want to do. I don't think you'll see Mintmai tabling at a convention with merchandise or anything. Also, tabling is a lot of work. I love helping people. Tabling is a lot of work and it costs money, right? Like you have to pay for your table. And I probably wouldn't break even unless I drew a lot of other stuff, which I don't have time for if I'm dedicating it to my bakery. Da-dung. No, Yoon. Feels weak. What is that? What is that emo? It's so cute and silly. Wong, da-dong. Yeah, I'm sorry. You won't see me tabling in person, but I like having my online. I like having my online store. However, if people table with Mintmai fan merch, I'd like to buy it undercover. I'd like to buy it, or if I'm not at the con or I can't go for some reason, I want to send someone else to buy it. So I will be stealthing around because I want to buy it. Because in my experience, I mean, I've already failed because BB and Nusi absolutely know who I am. BB and Nusi know who I am to the point where they can recognize when I place an order in their shop and refund me. And so, like, sometimes I'll insist, you know, to at least buy some of what I want from them. and they'll let me pay like a fraction of what I'm getting, but they're like, all the stuff that like has me on it, they're like, no, it's for you, it's for you. I'm like, ha. They're so cute and nice, so sweet and nice, so many lovely people. Would you be mad if the tabler with your fan merch just gave it to you for free but seemed like they didn't know about it? But why would they give it to me for free if they didn't know? Why would they give it to me for free if they didn't know it was me? I think I'd rather pretend to be like, it's hard though, because if I'm like, oh, like I'm her friend, I'm here to pick up stuff, I think that most of you guys would still try and shove me any Mintmai merch for free. But you guys are supporting me by making such cool fan merch, and so like I wanna buy it too. Not that I'm against, you know, gifts or anything like that, but still, it's like, what if I just want to support? Thank you for the stretch in the water, T. Stretch. I think it's courtesy too. I mean, I definitely would never want to go up to like merch tables and be like, I'm Mintmai, to like expect anything. I've done that before. But to introduce myself, it's more so like, we're mutuals online. I love your stuff. I happen to be, I'm this person, so that you know that it's me when I'm approaching you. So sometimes I'll be like, by the way, like I'm Mintmai, you know, hi oomph. Because I'm mutuals with some lovely people, and when they table, I want to go and support. And so I go and then I buy stuff from them, and then afterwards I'll be like, hi oomph. I'm this person in your catalog. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like that. And that way you can get stuff from them before you tell them who you are. and then I've had cases where I've done that and already paid, and then I'm just like, oh yeah, like I'm Mintmai, by the way, it's so nice to meet you. And then they like want to give me something else, but like I've already paid, so haha. I've at least supported them for the merchandise that like I wanted to buy, you know? If they want to throw anything additional on top of it, then I'll just be grateful. But yeah, I'll be a little bit cheeky. You know? Tabling is so hard. It's so much work. Gotta give it up for the tabling artists. That's such a Maya thing to do. I remember being so nervous. Little Mintmai standing at the Maya table, being like, hi. Like, hi. Because even though we've spoken before, it was like, you know, the first face-to-face meet is so, you know, it's so shy. It's so much work. They work so hard. Right? Miss Alva's also helped at so many tables as well, so you know exactly what I mean. But I'm looking forward to convention season this year. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I can't wait to go to Offkai and have an amazing time. Let's go. I also saw virtual vacation this year. It's Nimi, Doobie, Ashton, and Hyuni, and I was like, I want to be in that crowd so bad. Oh my gosh. I need to see what my plans are around that time. It is lining up with Anime Expo. I have to figure out if I can go. I need to make it happen though. Tickets are going on sale in like 5 days. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I couldn't go to the last one. I couldn't go to the last virtual vacation, but I really liked everyone at the last virtual vacation too. And I feel like this year's just hit so close. I feel like because I mean, it is very much like, oh my gosh, that's oomph. But it literally is like I've watched every Chincha live from the first one, and I obviously adore them. And then Hyuni, I feel Hyuni is so awesome and admirable. I have a lot of love and respect for Hyuni because I hope she knows this. I love seeing her all the time, but Hyuni wrote something I thought was very heartfelt and well thought out. It was about I think like it was about how with VTubing a lot of the times people say you can't, or it's not that they say they can't, but there's this overarching feeling that you cannot exist on both the fan and the talent side. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys feel that as fans of VTubers as well. But there's kind of this like quiet it's not directly spelled out anywhere, but there is a little bit of separation between, I guess, being super involved in fan culture, but then also being the talent. Point to Ollie and go, nah, I do both. See, exactly. I really like that. I really like that. And that's what Hyuni does as well. And a lot of others too. And I feel like for me, I'm somewhere sort of in the middle of all of that. Because I started out streaming before I knew anything about VTubers at all, really. I still feel like all of my time and energy and focus goes into being the best baker I can be. And then my fan activities are sort of secondary to that. Honestly, I think I see it from a third-person perspective. It's kind of like being a talent. There's a weird thing where people don't expect you to be fans of stuff. I think it's like people understand that you're fans. I think people understand that you're fans of other creators, but there's a little bit like you as a person only have so much energy, right? So think of how much effort it takes to like organize fan projects or do clips or like participate very actively in a fandom, and then put that on top of like, if you're very ambitious with your own VTubing activities as well, that's great. But imagine trying to do both, right? I think that it is absolutely possible to do both, and it's very admirable. That's why I feel like it's so cool, and I'm so happy that Hyunny gets to perform on stage with so many amazing creators as well. Like, I've always loved Hyunny's like art, but I've also looked up to Hyunny as like a fan, like a person in the fandoms. And she's also picked up Wotage not too long ago, but I was like, it's really awesome that you can immerse yourself in everything that VTubing has to offer. Because not that many people that only do the streaming talent side are able to fully put the time and energy into immersing themselves into being fans of other VTubers as well. It's a lot of time, right? That's why I say I'm a lurker fan, because half the time I'm watching streams, I'm working on something for my streams too. And it's one of those things where I didn't want to feel like I had to choose one or the other, right? But I've always just been VTubing for my direct community first, before I found more creators that I love and inspire. But yeah. Tao Technical, there might be a cooldown. Did you check the rules in the Discord server? Hi, Essie. Do you feel me? Do you feel me on this? Other VTubers? I see Miss Alpha saying, I like being a fan too much. I feel like it's great. I had so much fun seeing your convention excursion at Oshi Konbini. But there is a little bit of that exists. Although I think I really like seeing both. I really like seeing both, because it could just be me wondering this, but sometimes with VTubing, it's sort of like you're not unapproachable, right? Like, as a VTuber, you're not unapproachable to other VTubers and fans. I would so hope. The best part of this whole thing is the community. But there is this sort of air of like, you need to sort of be within certain bounding boxes, or like a certain boundary, like as a creative. And I think it's a healthy boundary to have. But yeah. Nice. Yeah, I'm a big Silent fan of a lot of my Oshis too. No, me too. I'm a pretty, well, some of my Oshis are also my friends, and so that's its own isolated thing. But I do think being a quiet fan, there's grace in being a quiet fan of your Oshis when you're also a creator, because I don't really I don't want to have the pressure of being associated with creators I just really love. I love hanging out with my friends and all these things. Hi, Bug. Hi. There's sometimes there's like, I guess I have a very strong desire to build up Mintmai and Flower Friends to be their own sort of standalone thing, while also enjoying all of the company of my friends and more. So I suppose, you know, a lot of a reason besides just being an introvert, really big reason why I've done so many solo streams is because one of my favorite reasons for streaming is because I just get to talk to Flower Friends, and I get to talk to, I mean, other VTubers too, other VTubers that are also Flower Friends. I just like talking to a community as a whole. It's like a fun dynamic. I wonder if there's a certain dynamic between people who became creators after watching someone and the people they watch. Ooh, that's a good question. That sounds like it could be a good Yuri. It's like I became a VTuber because of this VTuber, but then I wind up being like their kohai, and then we have a ship tag, and then it's interesting to me because I kind of have stuff like that happen, right? Creators I look up to, we can also be friends, and some of us have ship tags. and it's fun. At the same time, I didn't become a VTuber because of any VTuber in specific, and so I haven't had like I didn't become a creator I owe many thanks to so many people, but I didn't become a creator because of there was like one specific idol that I looked up to. I discovered my Oshis and idols all months after becoming a VTuber. So it's sort of fun that way. Like me starting VTubing is what let me immerse myself in the fan culture as well. And so I love it. But that, you know, I wanna cheer on. I really wanna cheer for people that love all the sides of this community, which is a lot of people, but for me as someone that's, you know, been following Ashton, Hyuni for so long, and also I absolutely adore Nimi and Doobie, like seeing the four of them sharing a stage would be super special. Even if I can't make it, I will be getting streaming tickets, but I totally want to be part of that crowd because I wanna hold up pen lights. I wanna hold up pen lights and rep the colors and everything. But yeah, can we ask in chat, are these pre-submitted? Oh, there's a link, yeah, right here. You'll have to submit to here, I think, because I want to prioritize anyone that sent in a marshmallow for now, because it is a mallow reading. Yeah, I think being in a crowd for like a VTuber concert is a completely different experience. I went on a big tangent, but I think you guys get what I mean. I like being a fan, but I like being a quiet fan outside of my own activities too. Because when I'm here, I want to just be here like for flower friends. For flower friends and my lovely friends. Yeah, I get ya. It's nice to compartmentalize everything in my brain. I talked about this before too. I personally choose to be more of a VTuber than an artist. And that is very much a choice that I sort of grappled with for a while. Wait, did that count as a question? No, well, that's a question that is very, you know, understandable. But it was only after VTubing for over a year, actually, maybe even a year and a half. It took me a year and a half to deliberately realize that I wanted to put all of my focus into the creating and streaming side of this and like the content side instead of just the art side. So that's a really big thing for me. It was it was actually a very big decision to grapple with because I felt like I could possibly do more if I was just focused on the art side, and maybe I could do a lot of cool things within VTubing as a whole if I just like focused on being an artist for VTubers. But I think I just like streaming too much. I like streaming and the community that we've made here and the dynamics that we have, and I think I want to be a creator that focuses on that first is all. So yeah, I think it's normal, and I've talked about it. I remember talking about it even on stream with Maya, but when people think of me and think of Mintmai, I want them to think of the Baker idol first, and then be like, oh yeah, and she can also draw. Oh yeah, she can draw too. That's there. A big part of it must have also been that art was my whole identity for such a long time. I made art my identity for such a long time that I'd like to deviate away from that and be seen for what I can make in my personality outside of what I can draw. Yay! Idol 2 now. Oh yeah, and she kisses other women. Yes. Yes. Good. Sorry. To the food and drink that I really hate and dislike. I don't think I hate it, but well, okra. That's it. Yes. What's my favorite anime? Ooh, Boji the Rock. But if you want to ask any questions, please submit them to the Maros. Please submit them to the Marshmallow link so that it's fair to everyone who's been sending in questions. You low-key like okra though? But no, it's okay. You're good, Lord. You're good, Lord of Fire. Don't worry about it. It was a brief question. So, brief answer. Bochi the Rock. What's wrong with okra? It's slimy. It's fuzzy on the outside and it's slimy on the inside. It doesn't feel like I'm eating something edible, and the flavor is bad. Even if I drench it in sauce, the flavor is not good. I don't like the fuzzy outside, and I don't like the slimy inside. Plus the flavor, but the texture is worse. The flavor is also bad. Excuse me. Yeah, no problems with BRB. Let's see, do you actually bake stuff? And do you have a sweet tooth? I do actually bake things. I do actually bake things once in a while. Not super often. I think it's been a long time because I've kind of been working too much to try and dedicate time to baking. But I should bake something to celebrate, right? I'll try a new recipe or something soon. Have you ever done a baking stream? I'd love to see that. I have actually. Let's see. Let's see. I'll send you the VOD. But yeah, it's kind of hard for me to do baking streams because the cats, and amongst me having to drag my PC into the kitchen, that was a lot. But here it is. I've done baking right there. Awesome. Yeah, feel free to watch that. I think I had fun with it. I baked cookies. I decorated them to look like Flower Friends and some of my friends' mascots. It was fun. The cats sound like co-stars. They are really cute. I just don't want cat hair in my cookies. But let's see. I do have a sweet tooth. It's really bad. It's really bad. I shouldn't eat sweets, but I love sweets. I love sweets. Ugh. I like chocolate too much. I even bought Dubai chocolate. Because if you guys know Dubai chocolate, it's like dark chocolate with a crispy, crunchy filling and pistachio, just the pistachio cream. Also, welcome in for the first time. Hi. So I bought a bar of Dubai chocolate from this local this lady that like makes them in her kitchen, but her chocolate was really good. It was like a little pricey because, you know, Dubai chocolate's a luxury, but it's like so good. I want to try it. Come Lexus, come to me. If you come to me again sometime, I know a place. I know a vendor that makes it in her kitchen. Oh man, now I just want a bar of chocolate to gnaw through. Oh, me too. I definitely have a big sweet tooth. Let's see. Oh, have you tried watermelon juice or lemon tea before? They're some of my favorite juices and teas, and I really recommend the mint. Oh. Okay, so I don't think I've had watermelon juice. I've just had that watermelon Sprite mix that was really tasty. But I really like, I really do like lemon tea. I've had like the Lipton branded lemon tea, but I've also had a lot of other lemon teas in Asia, and I love lemon tea. Highly recommend it. Iced lemon tea, hot lemon tea. Can't go wrong. It's always tasty. Let's see. What's up next? This one's from Lexus. I'm clocking it because she wrote Sequit. Spelled like that. Sequit. Also, I think Lexus asks some very good questions pertaining to my VTubing activities from like an artistic and creative standpoint. I love your questions, me Lexus. But yeah, I can clock you. You did ask this one, didn't you? Are you going to make your idol outfit for your 2D model, or will it mainly be for 3D? Also, do you plan to add other outfits to the 3D, or is that a secret? You should have. Yeah, and you also actually no, I'm not gonna point out why I know it's yours. Smile. I feel like it's just like some small giveaways. Welcome in. What the heck? I want to be able to guess. I want to be able to guess which ones you ask. I think I've only touched on this very briefly before, so it's great that you're asking it here too. My idol outfits, I did the little Gomen Oomph-chan thing for a second there. My idol outfit, technically I have it sketched out as if it could be a 2D model. You know? I have it drawn that way. And so I've thought about it. I've given it a lot of thought because, like, look, here she is. Here she is. All I have to do is clean and cut. And honestly, she looks cute too. I would have to clean and cut and she could be live 2D. I will be providing you guys with this reference. But here she is still. For some reason, my computer's desaturating it a little bit. But the colors would be the same as my 3D model. But yeah. Oh, if you're having problems with Marshmallow, maybe you can paste your question in chat for now then. I could quickly answer it for sure too. I just was trying to keep things pretty fair in terms of how many questions we can go through today. But I think it's still really cute and it's like, you know, also in my art style. But need her. I really like her too. But what I was telling chat once upon a time, this is my current thoughts about it. If I spend the time and energy making her into a live 2D model, that's time I'm taking away from... Thank you so much, Kyle! That's time that I'm taking away from me being able to draw another outfit, like a completely different outfit on my live 2D model. So I feel like making this in 2D, it almost feels a little bit, you know, while it's not exactly redundant, for me as an artist, it can be a little bit redundant and I don't want it to get exhausting either because my 3D modeler is my rig artist. And so if you get the same two people to make so many things, I think it's important to both me, and I've talked about it to Mochi as well, about like what we want to do going forward for how we handle new models. Yeah, thank you, Mochi. It's like, I saw you lurking, but we've had a little conversation about this while working because I was sort of pitching what I think would be best for me and for everything in general. It's because the 3D outfit exists in 3D here, it's still in my art style, and I think that it's cool that she's in 3D. I have outfits you guys haven't seen. I have outfits I want that you guys have not seen, and I think in favor of more fun new outfits, I feel like I have to put my time and energy into drawing and working on those. Because if every single outfit exists in both 2D and 3D, it'll just feel a little bit redundant to me because I have to create everything twice now. And Mochi has to create everything twice now. And so this 3D model is only just the beginning. I actually have plans for some of my future outfits to... Yeah, it would be a lot, right? Especially just for such a small team. It would be different if I had all the resources in the world to get different live 2D artists and different 3D artists. But there's something special to me about having everything look like the same, kind of. Like, it's all my face. My face here, it's my art style, and it makes me happy to have everything home brewed, exactly, home baked. And so if you guys remember, like the gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied. I got excited. If you guys remember the outfit that Miss Arisa designed me, I want that on my model someday, and she's very lovingly given me permission to do that someday. So perhaps further into the future, might even take years, but perhaps further into the future, I really want to make it happen because that's such a special gift too. But because I have this sort of, I have things I know that I want to wear in the future. Some of them will be live 2D outfits and they will stay just 2D. And in the future, certain outfits of mine will be 3D exclusive as well. And I'll use all of my models. I'll use the 2D, the 3D, the different outfits, because at the end of the day, I'm just me and I'm a girl that loves fashion. I love drawing and I love fashion. And so we're basically gonna juggle them. I think there's a certain charm to 2D, but yeah. One thing though, I would love to see OG Mintmai in 3D. Yes, that is that's actually that's guaranteed to happen someday. You know, maybe not soon because we just came off of such a big event, but when we did the Donathon and the goal was for 1-to-1 3D model, I already knew I wanted this idol outfit, but with the same model, we want we want to have my OG donut braids and outfit as well in 3D. Wonder if OG Lady Mai has a longer skirt than 3D Idol. I think so. Or I think they're about the same. But OG Mintmai is a bit like more simplistic. Whenever I am ready to debut OG Mintmai, I'm gonna be treating that like it is my 3D debut though. Even though it might look familiar. That is going to be the 3D debut, so we all get to pretend it's my first time in 3D, and I get to do the Germa bit, okay? I get to do the Germa burger joke. Welcome in, Raiders! Hi, Lulu! Guys, if you don't know, Lulu is a lovely artist and a sweet flower friend in our community too. I hope you had fun playing Infinity Nikki. I hope you enjoyed your stream. Have you been using the new dye function? It's been so good. I might have to play Infinity Nikki quite soon this week because I already dyed a few outfits, very Mintmai core, and I need you guys to see them. I need you guys to look and perceive my dye work. It's quite fun. Oh yeah? Yeah, I might do an Infinity Nikki stream. But I hope that answers all your questions, Milexis. So in the future, we will have some more Just Live 2D outfits, and then some more Just 3D outfits. I think that's the Mintmai way. That's how I want to roll. Oh, let's see. This is also a great question here. Alongside singing and dancing in 3D, are there other aspects of 3D VTubing you're planning to do? Things like VR chat, quizzes with other VTubers, and the like. I'm very curious what you mean by quizzes with other VTubers, because I think quizzes with other VTubers is not necessarily something that was ever limited to 3D, I guess. Like a game show? I think it's a little bit. Thank you for the detailed answers, Yippee! I love giving you I love explaining my thought process for all of these. Like your Steve Harvey. What? Gambling? Huh? Like hosting a show? Well, my wrong hand. I think, you know, Japanese game shows? I love Japanese game shows. I grew up watching them. The ones where people do silly challenges. And I also really like the one where you have to like fit yourself into a shape. Like the hole in the wall games. Yes. I don't know how it would work technologically, but I would really like to do hole in the wall in those kinds of mini games. I think the part that is difficult with 3D is the section where you say like game shows with other VTubers. Because I don't really want to give anyone else the pressure of needing to go 3D, because it's expensive to go 3D and have motion tracking. So imagine if I was to do some kind of game show in 3 dimensions and I can only do it with other VTubers that have 3D and 3D resources. I feel like almost all of my friends only exist in 2D. Well, Rudo just put out a patch for 3D VTubers to collab. They did! It seems really cool. But even so, I think the pool of VTubers that I know that have fully fledged 3D with motion tracking is still an extremely small, extremely small percentage of mutuals. And of course, I would totally be down to hang out with them. But yeah. I don't think I have a mod for that. I don't think I do. Let's see. It's very out of reach for a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. And I also don't want to do something. I don't really want to host a game show with other 3D VTubers at this time, because I also feel like a lot of my closest friends are literally still stuck in, like, you know, stuck in another dimension. I don't want to say stuck as in it's a bad thing. I say it as a bit like I've done the accidental isekai and I've crawled out of the TV like the girl from The Ring. I say it like I'm like, oh no, oh no. So I would like to return into the television and return to my 2D sphere to join my friends. Because imagine, I don't know, I would feel really, I would be bummed out if I did a 3D event or something, and then all of my lovely friends that have live 2D, which by the way is also expensive. VTubing as a hobby is like, cha-ching. So I'm like, you know, they have their lovely 2D models, but I don't want them to feel like sad, or I don't want them to feel FOMO that I'm in a different dimension just because I chose to do this and I spent, you know, I spent all that time during the donathon and also like work outside of streams to make money to make my 3D and, you know, mocap happen. But because of that, I know how much it all was. So the last thing I would want to do would be to make people feel like FOMO or sad that they can't join me in this dimension, I guess. I would rather everyone just maybe, you know, in a positive way, if you look at what I do with 3D, if it can inspire you for things you want to do in like the further future. I'm super happy with that. But Lulu, no worries about raiding and running. It's so good to see you. Have a very good rest. Have a good sleep, Miss Lulu. But yeah, VTubing as a hobby is... VTubing as a job is also... I think my dream, like my dream, if I can talk about it this way. If you guys saw Marine's new animated music video, Horny Money World, whenever I see Marine come out with anything, I think to myself, I feel like me as a VTuber, if I was to become like VTubing like all the time, you get what I mean. If I was to supposedly have something or like resources like Sencho, I totally get it. Because Marine has talked about it before. She basically makes money VTubing and then puts all of it into she puts like all of it into animated music videos and stuff. And I was telling Mochi the other day too, I was like, am I just doing this on a smaller scale? Am I just doing this on a smaller scale where everything I earn, I just like tank it into projects because I want to really badly? But it's sort of like the power creep is crazy. The power creeping myself is crazy, but I love seeing what she does because I feel like it shows just like what's, you know, I know both, you know, Marina and Suisei are some of my JP Oshis. They're some of my favorite Japanese VTubers, regardless of indie or company, and they show what can be possible at such a large scale. And I think it's okay as an indie to think to yourself, hey, that's so awesome. I think I could do that, but smaller. That was basically my whole concert. Look at these really cool, huge things, and then be like, huh, we can do that, but on a smaller scale. The venue doesn't have, it's like with concerts, the venue doesn't have to be gigantic. The music video doesn't have to be like frame by frame, but perhaps someday it could be cool. Dun, dun, dun. Oh no! I hope your cats are okay. I hope the noises are scary, but I hope you're, you know, cozy and sheltered from the lightning where you are. You're not gonna tank all of it into the 4D next, right? I don't think I could go 4D. That would be crazy. But VR chat, also something I'm interested in. Well, Paparolan, I hope you feel better soon. Feel better, Beam. I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. Ah, my arm. Take it easy. You always act like my beams take you out. But VR chat. I'm a little scared of VR chat. I don't really know how VR chat works still. I've tried it with my 3D Marshmallow and stuff. Yeah, you can do private rooms. I feel like VR chat could be fun for me to try. I want to basically go on those like VR chat roller coasters. I don't have a headset or anything though. Ooh, I want to do Beat Saber though. If I can do something cool. If anything, Beat Saber custom maps. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds really fun. Ah, thank you very much, Paparolan. I'm a Sparkly Baker idol. It's true. Don't have a headset? Nope. I wonder if I know anyone that has one though. Probably. But even so, I don't want to borrow someone's headset for streaming. I'm gonna return it and it's gonna be sweaty. It's gonna be all like, it's gonna have like my forehead print on it from all the hours of streaming with it. Extra value? Eee! I'm jealous. I think they'd want that. I don't think so. I don't think so. Excuse me. My gosh, I'm so full of... Oh my goodness. Burp, burp. Oh, in that case, I'll let you borrow mine. Oh my gosh. Wait, we have such a crazy question. I can't believe this is a question. No fault to the person asking the question. I'm shocked because I never thought this would be a question. It's coming up soon. It's coming up soon. Let's see. But yeah, I think outside of just singing and dancing, content in 3D is also really fun. So yeah. Favorite high note to sing on? This one's a little hard to answer because I feel like I have to just love the song. I don't think I have a favorite high note, but during my concert, I think it felt really special to sing Stellar Stellar. Looks like a gum question. But like, how does one say that they have a favorite high note? Like, I can't just say like C sharp. Because I'm not musically, my brain doesn't work musically like that. So I think as long as it's a song I really like, if it's high, then I feel satisfied if I can hit the note. But I can't say it if it's my favorite. I have favorite songs to sing, but at this point, I think those are pretty much all in my set list. Okay, this question's kind of crazy. If you're okay sharing, are you Filipina? I am not Filipina. However, there are a few people in this community. There's quite a few flower friends that are like very proud of sharing their culture, and they're Filipino, and so they've shared some really fun Filipino food with me, like Jollibees. and a few other things. Otherwise, what is your ethnicity? I feel like I don't need to answer it. I'm just East Asian, so is my family. Also, does Kyle use a bot to say hello to everyone? I'm asking because he's so consistent. They are very consistent. How did they become a mod for you, like everyone you know? Is Kyle an AI? Kyle. Oh! Kyle is AI, affected with insomnia. Exactly, that, Rai. Kyle is affected with insomnia. Yeah, no, Kyle's a bot. If you type !bark in chat, Kyle will go wang 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 wang. So our bot commands. I am not doing that. Bark. but I requested it. I'm kidding. No, Kyle is not an AI. Kyle is just a guy that really likes supporting VTubers, and he likes supporting his Oshis very much. And I have somehow, very luckily, stumbled upon the honor of being Kyle's Kami-Oshi, Kyle's Baker Kami-Oshi, which is really funny because Kyle and I know each other because we shared a Kami-Oshi as well. we share a Kami-Oshi. And then Kyle's like, oh, you're my Kami-Oshi too. And I'm like, hi. But honestly, Kyle's a sweetheart. No, there is not a bot that he uses to say hi to everyone. He just stares at chat. And I mean stares at it. He just looks and then he's like, oh, this is someone's first time saying hi. And then goes, hi. Yeah, and we usually, you know, we don't always call out the lurkers, but he's locked in, exactly. He's always locked in. Hi, random llamas. As for how we met, I met Kyle again through our Kami-Oshi's community in chat. Because we love her. But yeah, we became familiar with each other through being in the same communities and watching some of the same streamers. But Kyle also watched me, and ever since I was a wee baby streamer. Who's the Kami-Oshi? Ichikamaya. Ichikamaya. Also, you know, my beloved friend, but she's never running away from that title. I know some people, I've seen streamers talk about this before, like people I even don't know, but I've seen some streamers talk about it before where they're like, I get shy or like nervous when someone makes me their Kami-Oshi, but they're like another fellow creator, I guess, because they're like, I still want to be their Oshi, but getting to know them is also fun. To me, Maya is genuinely such a such a light in my life, such a sweet friend, but that will never, you know, just because we're friends doesn't mean that I'm simultaneously parasocial for her VTuber model. just cause we can have sleepovers and be friends and stuff doesn't mean I don't have you as my desktop background sometimes, and I'm like I like it because it's silly and fun. But I'll see Maya and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I love you. But then I'll also see Maya and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that's the Ichikamaya. That's like, wow. I see her in all her muscat hair colored glory. Maya-chan. Hi. Nani ga suki? Muscat. Yorimo anata. Thanks for taking my question into consideration. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. I remember you mentioning that you studied ethnic studies. I feel like I just don't really feel inclined or like the need to clarify because I don't talk about it too in depth. I like talking about, you know, my family's culture, food I like, and all these things, but I sort of leave it to the wind. Muscat! Dude, I saw that. I was lurking in and out yesterday of her stream and I saw that clip and I was like, this is so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, it's very chill. But let's see. What's a memorable segment from a Japanese game show you liked? I think Hole in the Wall was one of my favorites. I also really liked one. I don't know how to explain it. I like the one where there's basically a giant slide and they have like so much lubricant on the slide and everyone needs to basically race up this like mountain. Except it's completely slippery. I thought that looked really fun. Yeah, that one. And the best part is when someone is like ahead of everyone else, but then they slip and they like push everyone behind them down. So it's just like, woo. It's kind of like, oh my gosh. I have seen the Japanese version of Silent Library as well. Yes, so funny. There's so many silly Japanese game shows. I think I really liked watching them for some reason when I was like a really small kid. It was on TV for whatever reason. My dad would show me them. and I thought they were so funny. I think the nice thing though, at least about what I watched, I like game shows and I like humor that sort of doesn't really... It's for everyone to laugh at. It's not always laughing at one person's expense. I think I've seen some Japanese game show bits where they're mostly targeting a certain person on the show, like for the humor, and obviously they're usually fine with that because they've signed up for this. But I think I like the subcategories of the game shows and stuff that are more like Wipeout, American Ninja Warrior style. You think I could go on American Ninja Warrior? It looks crazy. I love watching it though. It's like my guilty pleasure show whenever, you know when you like stay at a hotel and they barely have any channels, but for whatever reason they have American Ninja Warrior? It's so fun to watch. My dad likes watching it too. I remember my dad liking watching Iron Chef and then American Ninja Warrior. And my dad would always admire when, you know, I think it's normal to look up to these people, but my dad really admired people that were older. He really admired like some of the older athletes that went on there and were still able to absolutely blast through the course. We need a VTuber edition of Ninja Warrior actually. I feel like it would be so crazy to get like the course set up. Here's the problem with having a VTuber version of Ninja Warrior. Let's pretend that it costs nothing, okay? Let's pretend there's no expenses. Everyone can have their 3D model with like perfect tracking. Perfect world, right? You know how in American Ninja Warrior, when you fall, you have to fall into the water for like safety reasons? Because if you fall from that height, like soft padding is not going to help you. So if you're a VTuber and you're wearing so much stuff that can't touch water, you are wearing like thousands of dollars worth of stuff on your body that can't touch water just to ensure that your little avatar guy can like move through space. Yeah, it'll be pretty crazy. Was that the last of the marshmallows? Let me check. I think it was. I think it was the last of them for now. I'm fine chilling and just chatting with you guys. Cause that already took up 3 hours. Okay, hear me out, like 12 feet of packing peanuts. The problem is, what if you drown in the packing peanuts? What if you like fall in really deep and then you can't climb out? That's the thing, in water you can float. In water you can float. In packing peanuts, how do you get out? That's my fear with like really deep ball pits. How on earth do you get out? I actually guess maybe like VTuber American Ninja Warrior would be possible with the water, as long as technology advances to a point where you can just have like tons of cameras for the motion tracking. Because professional mocap studios, you still have to wear a suit with trackers, and then you have like all these cameras around the studio. And I looked it up out of curiosity. One of those cameras is very expensive. One of those cameras is like thousands of dollars, and they have like 12 to 15 of them. And I was like, wow, I love I love looking into this stuff. I love VTuber tech. Just wow. I feel like it will only become more accessible with time, but for now we bite our tongues. We bite our tongues and we try our best. But truly, there's such cool stuff you can do. You know, you know how my model looks really cool because there's the shader on it? You know? There's this cool shader. I think it's the most noticeable on my skirt. But do you see you can sort of see like the line art, you know? You can sort of see all of this. You can see this like line art here, and I didn't paint in all of that line art. It's kind of like, again, it's the same shader. I see the skirt. Oh, I think Marshmallow might have booted my message. Eh? You know what? Let me see. Let me see. Did I miss anything? For whatever reason, they might have filtered it out for some kind of language thingy. Let me keep looking. Let me go and touch the settings. Sorry, what did you want to ask? Feel free to ask it in chat right now. I'll go ahead and change my settings so that it's less sensitive. Because I know that I can do that. Okay. So I made it a little bit less sensitive. Hopefully it's okay. She hit the thinker. How do I do that? Chat. I've been listening but not paying attention. Did my question go up already? Not that I put a name. Which one was your question? I've gone through all of the marshmallows that I have received to my knowledge. To my knowledge. Oh, I can mark them as red. Yeah. Mine was actually 2. Oh, it was a bit. It's okay. Did you put, I hope this message finds you well? I hope, dear Mintmai, I hope this message finds you well. Mine was actually, which 2 were yours though, Alex? Which 2? I want to know. I love the gingham and the breads. Yeah, me too, dude. Hippo cooked. Oh, Hippo really cooked. You know something I really like about this outfit? I don't know why my knees are a little bit bent right now. Something I really like about this outfit I need you guys to see. The side sock here. It's hearts on the side. I really like it. Cute stocking, thank you! Also, not that anyone in particular cares about this, right? But I asked Mochi to increase the amount of thigh squish. And then I painted it to be squishy. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, chat. I don't know why I'm low-key, my model is low-key sitting a little bit right now. I mean, I guess I am sitting. But usually the legs are just straight. It's perfect, yippee! I'm so glad you guys like it. That was really fun. I liked reading the marshmallows. I think marshmallow readings are like a nice way to get like different conversation topics flowing that chat's curious about. And then we just sort of do just chatting from there. But yeah, You know, I've been thinking a lot about... I can't do this. I've been thinking about Mintmai outfits. I can't. I shouldn't think about them anymore. But I've been thinking about the ones that I have yet to make, and I'm like, oh my gosh. It'll be so fun. It'll be so nice. Screams. Yeah. Oh, I do have a question. Yeah, go ahead and ask. Go for it. Go for it. Are you planning on doing more toast talks? Oh my gosh, great question. Okay, so I absolutely have plans and hopes to do more toast talks. It's been more so for my personal bandwidth to sort of cool down from doing collabs unless people have asked me. But I do want to do more toast talks. It'll just require, like, I'll need to do the little, you know, it's very easy to throw away, no, not throw away. It's very easy to throw together the toast talks forms. But more so, I think I want to schedule with the guests properly and You know, make sure I arrange it all nicely. I think Toast Talks was definitely a cool idea and I still love it, but it was certainly super ambitious for someone like me that is so shy that I don't even reach out much. But it's fun for me, and so hearing that it's fun for you guys too, there's definitely people that I've talked to a long time ago about bringing on to Toast Talks, and they're still, you know, hopefully free to come up here if they'd like. But there are a few things that I'm prioritizing taking care of just before, I guess, putting time into organizing them. They aren't hard to organize though. It's just scheduling. Very much just scheduling with one more person. But I think I'll bring them back. I still have the overlay and everything. We will happily await future guests. So thank you guys for staying tuned. I really only did Toast Talks for like the first, I want to say like half year, or the first year since I introduced it. I was doing it more, but I had so much work that I wound up focusing on myself for a while. You know what else we gotta do this week though? Speaking of just like streams and all this stuff we gotta do, we gotta play Monster Prom. Not only do we need to play Monster Prom this week, I gotta hop back on Metal Gear, so I think those are probably gonna be our games for the week. Metal Gear, Monster Prom, yeah. That's gonna be on the schedule. Hi, welcome in! But I have to make my schedule still, which I think will be cool. Is this the one who made that awesome Idol concert? Eh? You know my Idol concert! Ooh, I'm shy. I'm gonna be shy. You watched it? I'm very happy. I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you for watching my Idol concert. We just finished up a little Q&A together. But yeah. Mint, remember the thing we talked about yesterday? Yes! Yes. I need to announce that as well, but... were there any, I guess, different plans? Because I was looking at the calendar. We have something big this week. Big event. Not limited to a game. It's gonna be time to do our Ender Dragon fight. I need to feel... you guys mentioned that the Ender portal is already open. I've never seen an Ender Dragon in Minecraft in my life, so it's also going to be my first time going. The Ender Dragon fight is going to be happening this week. This coming week. On May 10th, I will put the announcement in the Discord server. But on May 10th, because I don't want it to accidentally overlap with like Mother's Day or those sort of plans. But May 10th swept the poll. But our other option was May 18th. But May 10th, oh, it is Maid Day. Should wear my maid outfit. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't coincide with people's plans for Mother's Day, actually. But I think we can do... Maybe I should too. But it's gonna be just like an Ender Dragon fight. It's gonna be like a 3-hour session. We fight the Ender Dragon, and then we will hang out at the onsen that Lunagi built together. Wait, am I tripping? It said the 11th one for me. For me, the 10th has 8 votes, and the 11th has 3 votes. Eh? Uh-oh. There's a mix-up. There's a mix-up. I tried my best to make the poll really easy, but Good luck finding the Ender Dragon. Thank you. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Hold on. Number 6 was May 10th. And I think number 6 won. No? Or do you think... I don't want to keep changing my mind about it. But... Wait, it is the 11th. For me, the 11th is losing, though. Number 6 is May 11th? Number 6 is May 10th on mine. Wait. Let me look on mobile and see if it looks different. I could literally take a screenshot for you guys. And show you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How did this happen? How did this happen? Is it a time zone thing? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh. 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 I think oh no, wait. That's not good though because the oh oh. Oh. When I listen, you're talking to someone that's like absolutely horrendous at using Discord and only recently kind of sort of getting a little bit better. I thought that I was wondering that a while back, but I was too confused to ask. I don't know why it's at such a random time. You can see me turning red. No, I'm not embarrassed at all. I'm not embarrassed whatsoever. I would never do such a silly thing on such a big poll. Yeah, number 1 was May 1st. I can't believe myself. Yeah, nope. Oh my gosh. What do we do? Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Because I guess the time zone matters, but the dates are all off now. The dates are all off. I would have voted differently if I realized. I mean, me too. I say May 10th. Do you think you think May 10th? But I realized May 11th is Mother's Day. So I don't wanna I don't want it to be too far out though. May 10th is a Saturday? Yeah, do you guys think we could do May 10th? Gosh, now the poll is all the poll is all off. I'm sorry, the poll is all off. May 10th is a Saturday, but then it might be Mother's Day morning for some people. Good thing it was brought up. Yeah, I did want to talk about it on stream to just confirm. Oh my gosh. How do people schedule things ever? Like, how do you do this? How do you do community nights? May 10th is fine for me. Yeah, so I was thinking we would do May 10th. Listen, this kind of sucks because I feel bad and I feel like to some extent I'm ignoring the poll, but all of the times are off anyways. I've messed it all up. Okay, well, I guess it's a bit less straightforward than I'd hoped about most popular time winning. Remy might have a knack for it. I think a safe bet. How about this time? What time is it right now for you guys? This time on a Saturday. This time coming Saturday. For our Ender Dragon fight. I feel like I'm being a secretary. It's time for dinner. Okay, a bit earlier than this. Or we throw caution to the wind and we go Mintmai's normal stream time. Because it's a Saturday. Because I have to eat too. This time on Saturday. I'm fine with this time. This time is midnight for me. I start sounding like a fly. Also, I realized for my calendar, I might be busy. I might be busy the weekend of the 18th, so we best do, I think, the Ender Dragon fight together coming weekend. Any later's no good. I see. What if we did like 2 p.m. PST? 3 p.m. Pacific works. 2 p.m. Pacific also works. Also, it wouldn't be Mother's Day for anybody except US, Canada, so I think it should be fine. That's true, that's true. Just, I mean, it would be the Saturday before. And I guess Mother's Day, it is observed differently. Different places. That's true, that's true. Okay. Our Mother's Day passed. I see. Oh, it wouldn't be Mother's Day morning for anyone. Right. Okay. Phew. You're right. Thank you guys for being so much better with time zones than me. Okay, finalized. I think I can lock this in. May. Oh my gosh, it's like I'm scheduling like a little community day. A little community day. It's so fun. Okay, event. I'll make an event. Flower friend. Minecraft. Let's do... Excuse me? Excuse me again? May 10th, 3 Pacific? Do you think that's best? Because then I guess we start fighting the Ender Dragon around 3 Pacific. I might start streaming at 2, but we can fight the Ender Dragon at 3. So it gives people time to know that it's happening, I guess? For anyone that doesn't keep track of stuff the day of. But I'm guessing we'll have like a 3-hour-ish gaming session. Haskaru, sorry for the burp. Okay. I've penciled it in. Let's go. Oh my gosh, wait. I gotta make sure the flower friends are based. Okay. I saw this poll going in Maya's stream yesterday. Don't say, if you guys saw it too, don't say what the answer was. Do not spoil what the unanimous decision was, okay? I need to know. Alright, guys. You can't spoil it. Who would be a better partner? Okay? I need to know what you guys think of this. Bungy, thank you so much for the stretch. Woo, Mother's Day is different days around the world. Yep, I mean, I guess that makes sense because each place can pick what works for them. Hi, Bungy. Hello. We just finished the Q&A and we've just been yapping about when we want our upcoming community night to be. Let's see. Who would be a better partner? Quick, vote. I feel very strongly on this. How much longer do we have? Oh, the poll is longer than I thought. Okay. Is it? I knew it. Yep. It's that vote, Kyle. It's very important. Who would be a better romantic partner? Wait, this feels oddly familiar. I just wanted to know, Kale. I wanted to know if the flower friends were bunnies of taste. I have an opinion about this poll right now. Go for it, Lexus. Provide me your opinion. But yeah, this poll was in Maya's stream and I had a very, very, very passionate response. Speak your truth, Lexus. Luigi is more consistent and reliable and wants us all to be healthy. Mario is out with all the ladies. Okay, I get that, like, Mario, he's got the protagonist energy, so you'd be like, what if Mario has a harem or whatnot? No, I think Mario is still Peach, you know, he's only got Peach in his eyes. I think that Mario would still be cool, but who would be a better partner? I think it's gotta be Luigi. What about Daisy? Daisy is with Luigi. Everyone is voting Luigi, but what makes you think Luigi is a better partner when we don't have the evidence? Do you not see the Mario games? He's literally always trying to save Peach and making sure she's okay. I mean, look at the games, people. It is true that Mario comes in to sweep up Peach. I saw like the funniest thing that an Ichi said yesterday. And I say this as a Luigi liker. No, I've got proof. I've got proof. I've got proof that Luigi... Listen, they are a pairing. But like, does Mario get a statue of him and his girl on the Mario Kart track? I don't think so. Have you ever seen what Daisy Circuit looks like? Not that it's material things that make up, you know, it's not that that's what makes or breaks the relationship or anything, right? But I think that Luigi going out of his way to like make this, like, you know, he just like made it without saying anything. Exactly. People usually pair Daisy and Luigi as the Peach and Mario counterparts. Exactly. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. Does this not look like something that a partner that would do absolutely anything for you would do? Look at how beautiful that is. And by the way, this map in Mario Kart is called Daisy Circuit. Bro was like, girl, it's about you. This is your moment. And I kind of support this level of simping. I don't know. Luigi won by a landslide in our chat as well. But I did see someone say that they wanted to choose Luigi because he was more cozy, wholesome, reliable. Like, he's cozy and wholesome, but then, like, just think of Luigi's mansion, you know? He's like being so brave, right? Like, he is scared. Don't get me wrong. Luigi's mansion, Luigi is darn terrified. But he's still going. And I feel like that's the kind of partner you want to fall back on. When the ghosts come take over, he's still putting himself out there with his darn vacuum. Stop. He didn't do that for a girl, though. He did that for his broski. Doesn't that make it even better? He wasn't trying to get anything out of it. He wasn't in it to riz. He just did it because he cared for his buddy. And for that makes him more attractive. because listen, I'm obviously reading too much into it for the bit because I think it's funny, but like, Mario is doing it all for Peach's validation, okay? Luigi, you know, sticking out his neck, being absolutely terrified, facing literal ghosts to save his bro is just because he cares. And it's not that Mario doesn't care about Peach, but maybe if he really cared, he would know which castle she was in. That's the other thing I saw people pointing out. How come he has to get the wrong castle like 9 times? Okay. At that point, poor Peach has been kidnapped by Bowser and moved from castle to castle so many times. I low-key think that I ship Mario with Bowser more at this point. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Bowser's always like, ho ho ho, Mario. Seems like you found me again. Well, I've got your girl. But I just wanted to see you again. Bowser's all like, look at what I got your girlfriend. I got your princess. Took you a while to get to me, huh? But then, you know, Bowser just doesn't know how to express his affections, so he's just kidnapping Peach every time. But poor Peach is just caught between this toxic yaoi. Poor Peach just wants to get out of there and like run her kingdom. But Bowser's like, Peach, I need you to come with me. 'Cause without you, Mario won't even give me the slightest bit of attention. He won't even glance in my direction if it's not me, like, reaping havoc upon the the land. Bowser's kind of cute with Peach too. He even has her as his wallpaper. I think the problem with Bowser Peach is that Peach is just never into it. So it will never work in my head as like a cute ship. Because like, listen, okay, I saw the Bowser Luigi shipping, but that was in the movie purely. I think I'm going based off of the games for all the true lore. Because Peach is always scared and stuff, and like Bowser like sweeps her up and whatnot, I'm like, I just can't, I can't support the Peach X Bowser. Even if he sings peaches, 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 I'm like, nah, she's not into it. Leave her alone. Mario, on the other hand, he furrows his eyebrows and he comes running into your flaming demon castle with like lava. He like runs through all these fiery hoops just to see you. Okay, Mario and Bowser. Mario and Bowser are playing a little cat-mouse chase that I think could be really good yaoi. Bowser, hey Mario, I've got your princess. Dang, that's like violent. That's like a violent. I didn't read the rest of your message. No. I mean, that is something I wonder about though. Mario, if he takes the fire flower, does he not literally throw fireballs? I guess Bowser breathes fire though, so it doesn't affect him, but I'm like, what if Mario just hops into Bowser's castle with his fireballs and just goes wablam wablam? Although, something that I do appreciate about the Mario series is like, no, at least from what I remember, none of the main cast ever like actually dies. And Bowser is a villain, but he doesn't feel like an entirely bad guy despite the unfortunate, you know, abductions. He's like, he never really does anything besides just like take Peach in his ship and go, haha, you're my wife, but like he doesn't really do anything. he's kind of chill outside of that. Again, not that I approve of the Peach napping, but he's certainly like. And the other thing is, in all the media I see of Bowser kidnapping Peach, like he's trying to make her happy is the thing. We can ship Wario and Waluigi and they aren't related. I don't know enough about them, but I see the vision, Lexus. I see the vision. Oh my gosh, Rai. You're cooking. But I think Bowser, at least in in the games and whatnot, I feel like it just seems like he actually wants Peach to like him and be his bride is all. And like he also goes like, mwahaha, I want to rule the world, but like he doesn't really do anything. Wario has a cool motorcycle. Man, I like Paper Mario. Paper Mario is so good. I should get my Super Paper Mario game from my parents. They have a lot of our old Wii games. And I think I should go and get that old Paper Mario. It was so good. Such a cool game. I feel like Paper Mario was one of my favorite like story platformers because of how cool it could be to like change perspectives and solve puzzles that way. Thinking about how well developed Bowser was in Super Mario RPG right now. Oh, I never played Super Mario RPG. The newest one, Origami King, was good. I liked it. Ooh, I haven't gotten that one yet. Maybe someday. Still got a lot of games to try. Oh my gosh, you guys. I've been chit-chatting away. It's been so fun though. Time for a Switch 2, Miss Mint. Time for a Switch 2. Switch 2. Oh, related. Have you seen the fan animation for Donkey Kong? Oh, I don't think I've seen that. Oh, but Switch 2 to play Mario, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and Origami King. Honestly, the Switch 2, I still have to wait for... I have to still wait for, like... You know, what... I guess what comes out. She has a regular Switch to play on too. Yeah, I have a Switch. I just haven't played Switch games on stream in a minute. But, I do have... I do have a Switch for Origami King. If they release a new Paper Mario on Switch 2, I'd be tempted, but I'd probably wait. I'd probably wait and see what else they've got going. I love the story of Origami King, but I think it's the gameplay that held it back. I see. I feel like the Wii Paper Mario wasn't really an RPG though. At least I don't think so. For the combat? Paper Mario, the Paper Mario I played on the Wii, I remember the boss combat and stuff. It wasn't RPG, I don't think. Unless I'm misremembering. But, yeah. Yeah. I think, let's see. I think I've got to probably head out soon. Get some work done, get some rest, get some food. But thank you guys so much for spending so much time with me and coming to my first Q&A. My first... Whoa. Why did it register as me face-palming? But it was a really fun first Marshmallow reading and Q&A. I really like sitting down and just chatting with you guys. I hope we can do some more like 3D just chatting streams in the future. But yeah, I'm gonna zoom in. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming. Hi, Miss Edu. Hi. Hi. Wow. It's fun hearing your thought process. Ah, that makes me happy. I'll keep doing my best. We have so much fun things to look forward to. Because I wasn't quite done cooking with the... I don't stop cooking at one thing. So I'm looking forward to just more streams and hopefully a song cover in the future on the horizon and stuff. Oh, can I be a little selfish and get a gamba for today? Of course! You always can. Okay. Mintmai... Wait, my hands. I'm just doing cat ears. I just want to say, Mintmai Gamba Beam. Good luck with everything upcoming. I can do another. It's like a ghost bear. Ow. I don't know how that's supposed to give you good luck, but maybe it will. Through the power of pure anime girl. Good luck. See, I'm sending the good luck through vibes. Good luck. Charge up for your day, okay? Top of the morning too. I'm so sorry. I need to raid out. I want to raid Miss Yanni today. Yeah, let's do a custom raid message too. I'm just so happy to see that she'll be performing this summer. Yeah. Thank you guys for the stream as well. Thank you. Ah, thanks for saying you enjoyed your stay. That's so cute. Thank you guys for the streams. Reverse Uno. Reverse Uno. I'm so happy to be here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, I think, for Mintmai Monday. Maybe we do some arts. Maybe we'll finish that idol artwork I was working on. Because I haven't gotten to continue it. Or if I do finish it, maybe we'll do a different stream and save art for next weekend. We'll see. Either way, there will be an art stream this week. There will be games. There will be Minecraft. And until next time, we're gonna raid Hyuni. Let's do Hyuni. Hyuni on stage. Hi, hi, hi. Let's do a little, you know, cheering on Hyuni. Raid message. I think it would be cute because I'm so excited. I really want to go to virtual vacation for her. Oh my gosh. Hyuni and Ashton, I saw their pictures on the virtual vacation. I got so excited. I'm like, those are I'm just so happy to see, you know, these creators making big moves. Alrighty, I'll see you guys next time though. Mintmai rocket is blasting off again. Don't peeking. Thank you guys. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Oh, choo. Choo. Take care. Have a good week. And I'll see you guys later.